Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Morning, morning. I've been playing a fair amount of Paladin off stream, and I can't stop myself. I have to force myself to stop playing because I'm going to play it too much. I am already done with this baby Paladin on Kalanta. Then I've got this other Paladin now on Nevia that I've kitted out. And I really want to play him, but I just feel like there's a nerf coming and I'd rather wait a little bit. Tempting though, sure is tempting. The new patch live on test server? I don't know. I've literally just not been on the test server at all. Just not really feeling it. Don't know. You know. But yes, Paladin definitely feels very comfy. I don't even want to play Druid for now because I feel like I'm going to touch Druid and I'm not going to want to play anything else either. What am I using for my Paladin? Well, I have a level 83 and then this was like a brand new Paladin with literally like 80 odd distance and just absolutely destroyed through the content with Utito and the barrages. Insane. Then I'm going to switch to Paladin. I've been offline training for a little bit longer. He's level 90, so he has crystalline arrows. And he has 107 base distance, which is 152 on Utito, which I just can't even imagine how much it's going to destroy. We're not going to be playing that one, though, on stream, because I do want to use that one for making a bunch of guides. And if I play it too much on stream, then I'm going to out-level the guides. If I want to record a place for level 90, there's like 20 places for level 90 that I want to record. So I need to use this Paladin exclusively for that. We'll play a bit of the higher level Paladin today. And yes, we have this high level Paladin. We'll probably play some of this one this today. 130 distance, 203 on Utito. Yes, everything is very easy. Is there a nerf coming though? They're pushing content for new players. I think that's big cope. I think it's big. Anyway, all the messages that you read between from them, like, yes, I think there is a nerf coming. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's a nerf coming. I think everybody being like, oh, maybe they just want to speed up the progression for everybody. I don't think so, pal. I don't think so. I think that is some serious cope. You know, that's more cope than me coping about 6 vocation. To be honest. And I do cope a lot about the 6 vocation, so. Oh yeah, the monk stuff. The monk stuff today on the test server is hilarious. They gave the monk +1 magic level and plus 10% healing on the Sayo, and they're like, that's gonna help you. And the paladin gets like 2 holy magic levels and 1% extra physical protection. You can tell who the favorite child is, for sure. You need to avoid playing them since you would need to re-record all of your content. Yeah, exactly. That's part of it too. So I'm just trying to play maybe these high level characters. Where I'm not going to be recording stuff for a while anyway. And the progression is a little slower. Now that I've played both, which one is better for solo and why? They're about similar power level, I would say. It's just that Sorcerer requires much more focus and skill. Which sounds have you found better on the high level? I haven't played much on the high level RP, but I hear that the barrages, Sharpshooter and Ethereal Barrage is better in majority of the cases. Unless like some respawn is just really, really strong against physical. Then you want to go with Utito and Ethereal Barrage. Is Monk just a shit at RP? I think he's a shit at Druid, no? He's got worse forks or chains. And he's got worse healing. Worse utility in a team hunt. Worse bossing. I feel like Monk is a worse Druid. What was more OP? OG Monk release or current RP? Well, it's hard to say because the OG Monk didn't last very long. It was only through the low levels, right? I don't know what the OG Monk would have been like at level 1k. I still feel even OG Monk would have still suffered from the same issues at higher levels, right? They would have had the scaling issues, even if it was like ridiculously broken in like the 0 to 400 range or whatever. It still would have suffered at like 1k from the issues that current Monk suffers from, right? The scaling. Any recommendation for 80 plus MS after rebalance? You can literally check out Tibia, pal. That section for MS is already populated. My MS is already 120, and we test in 120 spots. For 80 plus, I think it's Ixupan. Or do I have that? Yeah, I think I have it for 80 plus. Ixupan, I was doing just over 1kk raw, I believe, on my 80 MS. I found that sharpshooter was better hunting Werecrocs, even though the monsters are weak to holy damage. Yeah, that's the thing. It really does seem like you only want the Divine Defiance stance when you really need the defenses for some reason. But then maybe you're hunting too hard of a spot. Can I KS Knights as a Paladin? Yeah, I should be able to. Although I don't condone KSing. I hope someone gave you a good reason. MS would be even better, I think. MS for KS, MS is probably better, I would say. He has higher damage. And if you KS and you don't need to worry about positioning as much, I think. All right. I do actually want to play a little bit of the Baby Sorcerer just to start off because there were a few places I wanted to check out and test. Just a couple, 2-3 places on Baby Sorcerer. Then we're gonna play maybe the mid-level Paladin. What do I want to check out? I wanted to check out Orc Cults and Elder Worms. I really wanted to check out Elder Worms. I feel like Elder Worms might be good, but I also feel like we may overkill it. Guess we'll find out. Because they're weak to death, right? Elder Worms and Worms. I think it could be good now that I have Death Echo. Yes, Monk isn't very good right now. I'm a little concerned that Tipsoft does not seem to recognize it. I was doing MS from scratch to 190 plus and bought RP to check it out today. And it was harder to play RP than MS. No, it's definitely not. Which it probably is because you're not used to it, I guess. But it's definitely not, dude. Definitely not. Unless on the MS you were running around throwing runes and that was your whole play style, but I hope not. I know, but I don't want to do that. I know, Major. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it now because I'll spoil it for myself long term, you know? Because I can't make that. I really feel like it's pointless to be making any guides or saving any results right now because there is an adjustment coming. And also, you know, if I enjoy it too much, then it's going to hurt when it's nerfed, right? Just like with the Monk. It's better to wait for the nerfs. Is Rod 1 better now for Mage than Standard Spike Sword T1? I think if you really like... The difference is a lot smaller now than it was. But yeah, if you really do go for like twinked out PG gear, then yes, I do still think T1 Spike Sword probably wins out. But I do like, from level 80, I do like the Dream Blossom one with intricate crit. I think it's probably, from level 80, it's probably better to go for the Dream Blossom wand. Until 80, Spike Sword is probably still best. Do I think MS will gain you nerf? Yeah, probably. Probably some damage nerfs. What resolution and monitor size do you use when playing? I have 27-inch monitors and I use 1440p resolution. 2K. 2K, if you will. Let's do the quest while we're here. Let me get the bag. Classic quest. Classic quest. I just hope they won't touch Pali's healing. Don't know. They did make it a lot better. Just randomly gave a huge buff and lots of holy magic levels. We'll see. The energy wand's not so good here, right? The energy wand's not gonna work. Oh well. Do we need Dwarven Armor? I think not. I think we're all right without Dwarven Armor. Well, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to start on the lower level. I will almost certainly be overkilling the lower level. Oh. Okay, they hurt. They hurt more than I remembered. Okay, I gotta be a little bit careful, I suppose. Fatal hold would be nice. One sec. This is way harder than I expected. Not gonna lie. I don't know why I expected this to be so easy, but it's not. It's not that easy. Ah. What is the item in the trinket slot? This is a 2% energy protection. 2% energy protection. This is from Between the Lines quest line. I did a couple of updates ago. Maybe a few updates at this point. Seems like temple teleport? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's I don't know. It's not very easy. I don't think it's quite hard enough to be a temple teleport. Using death rotation instead of fire in Warzone 5? Probably not. In the def, I'd have to run the numbers, but I guess it depends on the level as well. If you can have the enlarged beams, right? If you're over level 300, then maybe. Depends what level you're hunting there. And I don't remember the resistances exactly. I mean, it's probably 100 to death, right? Yeah, maybe. You've got the enlarged beams. Is void inversion useful? I don't know. People swear by it, but I find it very rarely that useful. Like, I'm sure it is useful, but I never really find myself like desperately needing it, you know? Especially now especially now on the EKs and stuff with better mana sustain. I don't know. I think it's losing a little bit of value over time. But on Joking Fear and forgot about it for years. Yeah, it's probably all right. But like, the thing is, like, cleanse is an actual charm that really is good for a couple of respawns where you really want it. Void inversion is nice in a few respawns, but like, I think it's unlikely that it's going to make the difference between being able to hunt somewhere or not. Whereas I think cleanse really is nice for a couple of respawns. Although that may be less relevant as well with the new system of discoveries, right? And the extra movement speed that may help with paralyze as well. Cleanse is really good for paralyze protection. Do I think New Scepter would be better than Sanguine Coil? Yeah, definitely. You're not going to add new best in slot. That's not better. I think maybe 120 is a is a little early for this. The results aren't that great either. Well, worth a test, I guess. I thought it would maybe be good. Maybe if I had Fatal Hold on the small worms, it would be a little better. Maybe I should have the Dwarven Armor with energy protection. Seems a little bit overkill, though, for this spot. Not quite good enough to justify that level of investment. Ah. Okay, a little... Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Looks like we can do like 1.4 KK raw with waste. So, yeah, not going to be recommending this spot. Not going to be recommending this one. It's definitely more doable than, before rebalance, but still not good enough. All right, let's get out. Not good. Not good. Much better gameplay on the Paladin. Yeah, well, I find that I really enjoy the Sorcerer gameplay. Maybe we'll cube out. I enjoy the Sorcerer gameplay when I'm not streaming. I do enjoy it then. It is very tough while streaming. But I was playing a little bit this morning. I went Carlin Cults and it was very, very fun. Very fun, very good. But I wasn't streaming, so I could just focus on the rotation, and that was good. Let me just write down the results for this. But yeah, wouldn't exactly recommend this place. We're still taking the energy damage, right? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just run back. Hey, Astor, hey. I wish you could do like 10 fatal holds instead of the rest of the charms. I wish we had a fatal hold, but for ranged creatures. Like ranged creature becoming melee for 10 seconds on hit, 25% chance, something like fatal hold. That would be nice. All right, next up we're gonna try not Barkless. Misguided. Yeah, it was buffed some time ago. And might be pretty good in the death stance as well, with the narrow corridors and stuff. Don't know. We'll give it a go. It's better to use Fire Wave or Energy when using death stance. I use it. Well, it depends. Again, it depends on the level and what you have unlocked for the wheel. But ultimately, it's better to use the energy. So the death rotation ultimately is Death Echo, Energy Wave, Death Echo, Death Beam. Those would be your 4 spells in a death rotation. So 3 death spells plus Energy Wave. And that's what I run on my higher level sorcerer anyway. He's not got great density though. We'll see. It's big enough. It's more about the layout. Let me just double check the resistances. Misguided Tibia. Misguided Thief, Misguided Bully. Pretty sure I just landed on Death. Yeah, so Death, Fire, and Energy are all equal. But at this level, Death is definitely your best rotation. In fact, Death is always your best rotation from 120. So runes-wise, I mean, I'll bring some GFBs. Shouldn't really need them, though. Do you think where is the best place to make profit the experience at 300 EK? Where Lions? Bro, I don't know. I really haven't played that range in a while. I feel like there's so many profit places these days, though. With the weekly deliveries and such, I really need to do the playthrough on everybody and just list the profit places. But I'm sure there's so many profit places on 300 now. Anybody with a 300 EK or thereabouts willing to share your best profit? Wrath of the Emperor. Yeah, Wrath of the Emperor 8. Probably pretty profitable. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Paladin feels so satisfying right now. Honestly, everyone feels satisfying. Sorcerer feels very satisfying. It's demanding, but it definitely feels satisfying. Carnivorous Rock. Yeah, Carnivorous Rock. Well, Carnivorous Rock is like an old school profit place. I don't know that Carnivore these days at weekly deliveries, which were introduced in last winter update 8 months ago. are the key driver of profitability on lower levels. I'm not sure if Carnivorous Rock has any items that are part of the weekly deliveries. You'll still be able to do like 1kk per hour on Carnivorous Rock, something like that, but that's actually kind of average these days, you know? Nah, it's still going to be all right. It's still going to be all right, Ed. It's still going to be all right. Well, I'll you know, the big plan is for me to play through every vocation, right? And figure out all of those questions. But until I get to a night, I can't exactly know for sure. Diamond task area? Okay. I'm too left-handed. Okay. Understood. Hey, Kujin, what do you think of the proficiency that gives 25% of your skill as spell damage? I think it's too strong. I think it's too strong. I think it's again takes. This is the problem always with Tipsoft's idea of build diversity. They balance it so that there's like one clear winner. Because they're so scared of like giving too much power anywhere, they like gimp everything and usually just leave accidentally like one modifier, which is actually good, and it just ends up being the default. So yes, the 25% of your skill as spell damage is very good. All right, cool thing. F. Are you on the Discord server? Yeah? Story one, ground one seems good too, though. I think people were running the numbers, and it's always going to be the 25% of skill as spell damage for basically everybody. Definitely monks, definitely knights. I think definitely paladins for AoE hunting. I think the crossbow one, like crit chance, maybe better for crossbow single target or something. And maybe for the mages, some of the crit chance ones might be better. But yeah. Yeah, it's just flat damage on everything. Yeah, very, very good. Very, very good. All right. Do I need Dwarven Armor here? I'm gonna start off with the Dwarven Armor and MMS, although I'm not sure how difficult this place is. I feel like maybe I don't know. I don't know if this is difficult or not. So let's give it a go. Anyway, I don't know the layout even of this place, so we're gonna maybe do a lap first and see if we can figure out some sort of layout. Ooh, okay, all right, all right. Oh, I forgot they heal. No, why? Okay. They hurt quite a lot. They hurt quite a lot. And they seem to have a fair bit of health. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I see. This one just hit me from like 20% health with a single hit. Okay. Not so sure. I'm not so sure that this is viable yet. I feel like we'll be triggering buffer any minute. And it doesn't look like they drop any weekly delivery items, so I think we may have another bad respawn. And they really hit hard. They hit hard, they heal. They've got this AoE heal garbage mechanic like the Minnow Cults. Shit density, shit layout, shit loot. Gonna have to try pretty damn hard to make this work. If Monk were a respawn. Oh, stop it, Tiger. Stop it. All right, let's do a full lap, though. Let's go to the bottom floor. Do a quick lap there. I don't know. Maybe it's somehow better there. But I feel like all I'm going to potentially do is just kill myself here, though. Because they do hurt a lot. At least they don't paralyze. Yes, at least they don't paralyze. Well, I got my revenge on that spot anyways. I'm surprised they don't paralyze. I'm surprised they don't make you drunk either. Seems like the kind of respawn where, you know, Tipsoft just throws every annoying mechanic at it. Because why not? Waves are awful? Nah, it's I don't know, it just takes a little bit more effort than every other vocation, but it's quite satisfying when it works, I'd say. All right, where are we? So this is the slower level, right? Oh shit. And yeah, the experience is not good. For this level now, it's not good. For this level of experience would require this place to be extremely profitable. And well, clearly profitable it is not. I don't even want to go to the lower level, I think. I think it's a total waste of time. What is this density anyway? Look at this. Huge ass room. There's 2 monsters inside. Oh, well, there's 3 here. Nice. Here we go. Now we gaming. No 3 monsters in this room. Now we talking. How about this one? Oh, 3 again. 4. Oh my god. Brum, brum. There's even a 5th one coming from below. Holy shit, dude. Oh, holy shit. This is it. This is it. We've discovered this spot now. Now it's good. Although now we're stuck in a 2 SQM corridor. Ah. Beware not to get boxed. Yeah, no kidding. Because these actually hurt like a truck. If I did get stuck in a box, I'd be a dead man. Let's have a look. Nah, it's yeah. Not the one. Not the one. All right, let's get the hell out. Why does Tipsoft hate monks? I don't actually know. I don't know what's I don't know if they hate them. I feel like they just extra incompetent when it comes to the monks. I feel like, you probably have some Tipsoft members who are like longtime Paladin players, longtime EK players, and they know a thing or two about them. That's not to say they are like experts or anything, but still, I think they know a thing or two about them. Whereas maybe there is just no genuine monk players on the Tipsoft team. I don't know. It is strange though. It is strange. All right. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not even going to make a tutorial for this one, Kuterman. I'm just going to be like, I'll put in the values on Tibia Pal, and hopefully the values alone will tell you not to visit this place. All right. Bad respawn. Get rid of this one. I want to check orc cults now. This one I think will be all right. Orc cult is one that I think will be okay. They're scared to repair monk because they need to nerf all the other vocations first. Yeah, I mean, I think it. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it would be weird for them to like have a patch where they nerf 4 vocations and buff 1. So I think they're not going to do that yet. I think they will probably first try and nerf everybody to a level that they're comfortable with. And if at that level monk is still the worst, then they're going to buff the monk. But I wouldn't be expecting buffs to the monk until we see some nerfs to other vocations. The one thing that does concern me is that people are raising a lot of valid bug reports, and it's like Tipsoft can't even fix the bugs. Now that is a problem. They're not buffing their numerical values is one thing, but like not fixing the bugs and being like, oh, this seems expected. That's concerning, a lot more concerning to me. All right, where are we going? Where did orc cults. Okay. Why no spikes would want only to crit T2? Yes, so you give up 1.5% of your damage on the lower crit, but you gain a ton of damage from the auto attacks, as well as some extra sustain and magic levels. Spike sword is only best until level 80.
Hello.
In my opinion. Hello. I don't think it's the elements that are a problem for the monk. The elements were okay when the monk was powerful. It's not the elements that are holding him back. Even in the respawns where the elements work very, very well, he's still weak. So it's not the elements. Problem with that is by then every monk will have quit the game. Well, so be it then. That may happen indeed. Yes, Crater is a good respawn for the monk indeed. Should be good. But it's not. When swapped to Paladin, I think this may be the last place we test on this sorcerer, and then we'll probably go on Paladin for a bit. Miss Duster, I don't care. Don't care on this character, Tiger. This is a throwaway character, remember? I'd kill that Duster on my main character. What was the change I heard Tipsoft made to the raw XP per hour calculation? So they've changed the hunt analyzer to show the values from the whole session timing. So if you make 1kk hour, 1kk experience in the first minute, then it's going to show you 60kk experience per hour because it like takes the actual seconds from the reset on the hunt analyzer and the total EXP gain, and uses that as the raw experience calculation. So it's more reliable, a lot faster, right? If you've done a lap in 3 minutes, then you're going to have a very reliable XP per hour result after already 3 minutes, for example. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, Dominoc, you have to kind of put yourselves in the monk's shoes, right? I also find complaining a little bit annoying, but that is because I don't play the monk. But if I was playing the monk and I only had the one vocation and I was a monk main and I was committed to it, I'd be well pissed off. I'd be complaining too, right? And that's unfortunately, Tipsoft has shown that the only way to get anything from Tipsoft is to incessantly, is that how we pronounce it? I don't know. To keep complaining, flooding the forums, crying, and that's the only way that they'll be heard. If a couple of people just made a comment and raised, "Oh, this is the issue," Tipsoft will never look at it, never will do anything with it. That's the problem. Let me get started here. I don't have the quest, so we will need to first focus on the quest, I suppose. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, wow. Okay. Looks like the death rotation is pretty good here. But again, it seems like they hurt a fair amount. Let me do the access first. No, there should be one more here. Yeah, we need this one, I think. I think I need regular orc here, right? Oh, go on. Go. Ah, lovely. All right. That was easy. Streamer client. Love it. All right, MMS, because they hurt a lot of physical damage. And MMS is even stronger these days with the increased defense values. Look, they nuke me a bit. I have to be somewhat careful here. In fact, I'm going to go for Dwarven Armor too. Yeah, quite a heavy physical respawn. Dwarven Leg's much better than Zao. Not much difference in it. I think they're a little lighter. Okay, I need to keep this Orc Priest, right? All right, here I need, I think the Shaman or the Warlord. I don't remember. Warlord. Why Fire Wave instead of Energy? Because then the rotation doesn't work until I have the cooldown on the Death Echo. Until I have the death reduction, cooldown reduction on Death Echo, it doesn't work seamlessly with an Energy Wave. Oh shit! Okay, almost. Oof. Almost killed the Shaman. Equipment is up to date. Yes, of course it is, yeah. I update it every update. Come on, change me. Change me. Lovely quest. Tipsoft quest design. Yeah, if only Nimha. This is part of Cult of Tibia. You just need to get through the barrier, you need to be changed by the priest. Shit's respawning. I don't think Utevo Rest works, does it? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Does it? Does it work? What? You're joking. Really? Oh, shit. Alright, fine. Let me just kill off the monsters so I can actually cast the damn spell. Oh god, why does it work? It really shouldn't work. Sorry, not possible. Rest, how would you cast? Hang on a minute. I've never in my life used this spell, I think. Hang on, where do I have it anywhere? No, let me see. Creature illusion. Stick it on here on the hotkey bar. Creature Orc Warlord. Not possible. Not possible. Have you baited me? Fuckers. Why? I hate chat, dude. Oh my god. Never listen to chat. I knew it. Chat, dude. Hey, here we go. It worked. All right. Honestly. All right, well, it worked now. So now we can actually reset and actually do a hunt. Let's see how it goes. The main profit in this place always was from the broken shamanic staffs. I do not believe there's any weekly deliveries here. Although I could be mistaken. We'll find out. Honestly, though, chat cannot be trusted, dude. Why are you doing this quest? Because I'm testing Edron Orgs. Now that I've hit level 120, this is finally a viable spot. Orcish gear, this stuff. See how much it is on here. 805. So not too far off. Not feeling too great so far. I'm willing to, give it a go, but not feeling the best. If only I had some forks. Imagine. Forks would be nice here. Oh, why is it running away? Oh. And the AoE heal as well. Like, I'm glad they did not revisit this AoE healing mechanic. It always sucks. It sucks on Orc cults. It sucks on Minnow cults. It sucks on Barkless. Who enjoys the AoE monster heal mechanic? It's god awful. Whoever thought it was fun? Tipsoft. Some guy came to your YouTube channel. You're welcome. You're growing, Luquinho. Content creator, Luquinho. Do it. Which vocation would you recommend after rebalance for a character from scratch? Probably Druid, actually. Comes online probably the fastest and least like equipment and skill reliant. AoE heal is heaven compared to paralyze. I don't know. I feel like AoE heal is one of those mechanics where it's trivialized once you have enough damage. But if you don't, it's a real pain in the ass. So I guess it kind of depends on your power level when you're hunting a spot. I sure hate it when my damage is on the lower end for a respawn like this. I don't use energy wave because right now I have a 6-second rotation. Okay. I have a death beam on a 6-second cooldown, death echo on a 6-second cooldown, and then I have one spell to fill it out with. So it needs to be a spell with at most a 6-second cooldown. It can't be the energy beam because that has the shared cooldown with great death beam, which leaves me with the fire wave. Because that's the only other spell that has an under 6-second cooldown that's available to me. I could alternate and use fire wave once, energy wave in the second rotation, then I'd use an energy wave every 12 seconds. That could work. It requires a little bit more focus though, and is not something you can put on multi-action button. Until you get a cooldown reduction on Death Echo, it doesn't really work with energy wave seamlessly. I could fill it out if, for example, I used an 8-second rotation and I added a rune. And I used a rune at the end, so I could do Death Echo, great energy wave, Death Beam and then Rune and then reset. But then I'm, you know, using Echo only every 8 seconds, and I really like Echo. So again, not sure if that is exactly what I want to do. All right. Let's finish. Do we even do one more lap? Let's do one more lap. Fine. Let's just finish. Go do this and then go to the exit. It doesn't feel great though. Another very, very alternative respawn. Used to be kind of good when well, I haven't looted even a single broken shamanic staff, which is probably why the profit is so low. It used to be kind of okay when you'd rely on the broken shamanic staffs for profit, but these days with weekly deliveries, not enough of a profit spot. Here we go. We got one now. There we go. Your shield didn't do anything for EK if you have a 2H equipped. Yeah, it still scales. You can still block with the two-handed weapon, no? I don't know about the blocking, but it definitely works for your healing. Your healing now scales with shielding, so even if you're not wearing a shield, still does something. Was that a buffer proc there? I'm kind of high on mana. I feel like I maybe just hit the black health without proccing buffer. No problem. Not even a buffer proc. Wait, this place is actually also kind of hard, considering it's not very good. Calculated black HP, exactly. You know me. Free HP. Lovely. Definitely calculated. Definitely calculated. We're starting playing free vocation EDMS monk. I don't know. From the top of my head, I don't know. Trio level 100. Oh god, I don't know. Gazer specters you probably can do. I don't know. You're gonna have to just try out a bunch of spots. Where hyena is probably pretty good. I don't think it's much different than what you would have done in a team hunt. You know, before the rebalance. Well, I don't have a ready to go to list of places in my head, I'm afraid. Another bad respawn, I think. If there was like another weekly delivery item that is only available from here, for example, we've got these orc tusks, right? I think those only drop from here. If those were in the weekly delivery and they were all like 5, 10K each, then this spot would be okay. But as it is, I don't think so. Where are you from? I'm Polish. Hello. Grevus. Ah. Don't know all spawns for each level, for each vocation by memory. For each vocation, I'm probably pretty close for knowing every single spawn for every vocation from memory. But once you start asking me for like duo and trio setups, that's where my memory is probably, not quite good enough. Sorry about the calendar reminder. I need to remember to turn off Outlook, dude. I always forget to turn off Outlook before streaming. I'm sorry. Are Paladin still E-reing to survive? You still can do it. You still can do it, and you probably should. You just need to be aware that it's going to be possible for less amount of time, and you probably want to start switching to a might ring earlier. I killed that. I killed that influenced mob now, Tiger, on the way out. See? All right. So that was also a bad respawn. Let me write down the results. Orc Colts, about 1.05 KK experience, and it was about what, like 150k profit, maybe ish. Not very good. Strong football culture in Poland? Yeah, it is the most popular sport. Not like super obsessed, not like the English or the South Americans, but it's big, yeah. Thank you for the 2 month. Shame you don't know by memory exact spawns by level with rework already. Shame. All the best from Mexico. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the give it a 2 month. I know. I know I'll let you all down. I know it's been almost 2 weeks since the rebalance, and I don't yet have everything available. I know. Level 100 trio. I think I don't know, maybe Edron Were Creature is also pretty good. Trio here and this. Probably not too bad. Maybe. Is it better to stream in English? I find it easier to stream in English because it's actually arguably my first language. I feel much more comfortable in it. I lived abroad for a very long time. Okay, Occult. Someone's been telling me Lizard Chosens are good. I find it kind of hard to believe. The ratios are bad. Profit's probably good because there's that will be good for profit. Do you want to check that one out? Just quickly. I feel like it's not going to be that great, but maybe. Speaking of might ring SSA, at what point is it worth using them? Any particular spawn? No. I think you just look. I'm actually a bit of a lazy player when it comes to this because I don't hunt all those high-end team hunts and stuff. For solo gaming, honestly, you can generally get away with not bothering with it. I may be crucified for saying it, but I don't bother myself. But if you really want to be an optimal player, you should carry around a backpack of SSAs and might rings, have them on like some easily accessible hotkeys. And honestly, you largely use them in cases where you get yourself trapped or in a box, or especially with the echo raids coming up, there's probably going to be more rooms for traps in the game set up by players. So maybe that's going to drive a little bit more of an incentive to have might rings and stone skins and start using them properly. We'll see. It's not as important as I think it is on like much higher team hunt type situation. Have you been to Lizard City? I haven't. That's a place I don't want to do on stream. It's a place that I actually want to record for YouTube, because I will want to make a guide from Lizard City. These places we've been to today so far, Misguided, Edron Colts, and Elder Worms, I wasn't sure if they were going to be good enough, so I just kind of wanted to check them out first. And it turned out they're all bad, and I'm not going to make a guide from any of them. So yeah, that's why. Places that I know I want to make a guide for, I'd rather visit off stream. So Paladin survivability not amazing unless you're ring swapping quickly. I mean, I don't know where you get that from. Yeah, the E-ring is worse, but Paladin survivability is fine. He's got Divine Defiance stance. He's got improved healing. I mean, just don't be an idiot and get yourself boxed in a place where you shouldn't get boxed. No, it's not that difficult. What's the most optimal plan for new character? Go full EXP till some level and then charm, or charm and EXP, by the way. So yeah, so optimal, if you're talking about time spent, yeah, it's best to just PG to get, you know, some level. So you have higher movement speed, more power, etc. Of course, it's best to just like PG at least to like level 300-400 before really focusing on the charms. But then you have to spend a bunch of time catching up and doing charms and maybe some bounties and stuff, which isn't for everybody. So I don't know. I like to do a bit of charming on the way. If it's going to be like my long-term character, if it's character I'm planning to play for a long time, I don't PG it necessarily. I do make sure to complete the bestiaries at the hunts I'm going to. If it's a character that I'm just kind of using for guides and I'm going to sell and put it on Bazaar some down the line, and I know that, I don't bother with bestiaries. Not enjoying MS even a tiny bit, feels so weird, uncomfy to play. Not for you then. Not for you. Just give up and get rid of it. Get rid of it. You need to practice the muscle memory. Yes, when it comes to might rings and SSAs and cupcakes, I do encourage everybody to play around with those on the test server. You know, just go and on purpose get yourself trapped somewhere and try and survive, right? That's the best way to do it. On live, it's kind of hard to practice. Which vocation do I consider the most broken at the moment? Probably Paladin. I think Paladin and Sorcerer are very strong, and they have similar power level. If you look across like the whole level range, probably similar across the board. With, you know, one vocation having higher peaks here, other vocation having higher peaks there. But MS at least requires a lot more effort and gem investment to be able to make those numbers, whereas Paladin is just brain dead, simple, easy, right? So probably Paladin is the strongest. Even though the results of MS are the same, or even sometimes a little bit better in certain places, the fact that Paladin is so much easier actually, in my mind, makes him a little more broken. In Druid isn't as powerful. Druid is just extremely comfortable. But it's never going to be the best vocation with its current implementation. Dead Spotify widget? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. All right, fine. God damn it, Spotify. Maybe I should just get rid of that Spotify widget. Yes, I think Paladin's likely the best at the moment. MS outperforms Paladin in Team Hunt. Doesn't matter. Team Hunt doesn't matter. Team Hunt is just a combination of everybody. Fine. So MS outperforms in Team Hunt. I don't talk about Team Hunt. Team Hunt is irrelevant. Everybody benefits from MS or Paladin being strong in a Team Hunt. It's just a joint result of everybody in the party. Whenever I talk about balance, I mostly talk about solo power. And Druid, I said Druid is just extremely comfy and nice to play, but he's not going to outperform Paladin or Sorcerer at majority of respawns. So I wouldn't consider Druid to be like first in line for a nerf. I think he will get nerfed a little bit, but not as much as Paladins and Sorcerers probably. 25 DC every time I catch it broken, I'd be bankrupt very quickly, Litty. So yes, I'm from Poland. Yes, I moved to the UK when I was a child, and I lived there for a long time. I've got a British passport, British wife, British job, etc., etc. So I use English like 95% of my time, and my Polish, while serviceable, it is at a level of like a 10-year-old. So I do much prefer English. All right, let's check out this lizard chosen stuff. You do probably want Dwarven Armor here and Mastermind Shield as well. Those also do hurt quite a bit. I do think we'll probably be doing the whole the whole lap, right? I think before rebalance, you could probably get away with like just hunting the last 2 or 3 rooms or whatever. But with the new power level, I feel like you might want to hunt the whole cave. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if beam is any good here. I may need to drop the beam and use a rune. Except I didn't bring any. Fuck. Shit. Never mind. All right. I think the rotation here would probably be Death Echo, Great Fire Wave, and then Rune. But I forgot to bring the runes. Washed up streamer again. Yeah, doesn't really work great for beams here. Miracle if I can hit 2 of them. Dziękuję, Marek. I only played this game for Team Hunt. To be honest, any game I play only for a shared experience to each their own. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody should play the way they like. With young kids, Team Hunt is just not an option for me. Plus, I don't consider Team Hunt to be very stream friendly. I personally do not enjoy watching Team Hunt streams very much. So it's not exactly content that I want to make myself. Scale of Corruption's green. Why? 2.4K? Is Scale of Corruption in the weekly delivery system? Oh, I don't know. I didn't really think about it. I assumed they would be excluded because of the usage in the teleporter, but I guess maybe not. I played a month ago, and your content has made it so much simpler to dive into. Great. Whenever I have some questions asked on DC, you always reply with all the details. So just want to say thanks. Okay, awesome. No problem, boys. That's what I'm here for. That's what the Discord server's for when I'm unavailable. What's the lowest APM class at the moment? Probably Druid, right? Or solo. Again, I always talk about solo, right? Can you crit on Wand of Blossom? Yes, you can have intricate crit on it now. What's APM? Actions per minute. Basically the intensity of a character. How intense it is to play. It's like, you know, from people from StarCraft. Used to be like 300 APM, Koreans type of deal. You know, that's where it comes from. At least that's where I first heard the term anyway. Oh, lovely beam into thin air. Do I need GFBs? No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Lydia. Let me just try it with just a spell rotation. It's okay. Thank you. I don't think it actually matters that much. Probably would be better with GFB, but not a huge difference. I think there's quite a lot of single target finishing as well, so the beams are okay for that. Ended here thinking you were playing RP. We'll be going to RP in a minute. We'll be going to RP in a minute. Don't worry. I wanted to test. I was still testing a few little low-level places, but we'll be going to RP in a minute. I've been stopping myself from playing too much RP, though, because I'm really enjoying it. And I do worry it's going to get nerfed, and I can't exactly record anything on it because of that. But I do, I do enjoy it. Very simple. All right, how's the results here so far? Not that great. 1.2 KK raw. Maybe we're not getting so lucky on those cursed thingies. They're 5K each. We already got 4. I don't know. Not loving it so far. I think the person who recommended this for me was a Paladin. I think on Paladin it probably would be a lot better, of course. Like everything. I've been helping you a lot with my videos. Awesome. No probs. What's Fork? It's a new druid spell. New set of druid spells. Very, very easy to use. Basically makes them very, very simple. Available at level 80 and 90. And at level 95 through the wheel, you get to reduce their cooldown to be 4 seconds. So then you just end up playing in like a double fork rotation. 1 fork, other fork, 1 fork, other fork. And it's super easy. Yes, the game for sure has changed. For sure, the game has changed. Yes, this used to be a firewall single target spot. Not even that long ago. I mean, you say 2012. You know, I still remember hunting here with firewalls probably in like 2017, 2018. So it's not been so long ago that this was an okay way to play. Actually, I wonder if I even need to use the death beam here. I need to check the resistances. Maybe it's okay to just skip the death beam and use like energy wave. How are we doing? 1.16. Not looking good so far. I don't know if it's because I'm unlucky. Well, so far the results aren't good. Please don't touch Paladin for 6 months. Don't worry, me touching the Paladins or not has no impact. It's still gonna be taken to the back and shot. Don't worry. No use beam, use E-Wave. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because I think energy is okay here, right? It doesn't feel good. Even if it's in the unconverted. I do still then run into the issue where it's on cooldown though, the second rotation. So I'm on a 6-second rotation while the E-Wave is on an 8-second cooldown. Yeah, maybe at least I can alternate it when it makes sense. Like here. Or here. Mana potion spell. Don't use items. I'm assuming this is in reference to a multi-action button. I didn't see any previous messages, but I'm assuming that sounds like a question about multi-action. Do not use items on multi-action because you end up blocking attack turns with it. It just doesn't work very well. I do not have any items on my multi-actions. I've tried it and it just ends up blocking a lot of stuff because items you cannot be spammed. Like I spam my multi-actions most of all. Like if you're going to use items on multi-actions, you cannot spam them. You have to be painfully aware of what is coming on next on the multi-action. So you need to be very, very conscious of what you're doing. And if an item is coming up next on your multi-action, then you need to not spam it. You just need to wait, count in your head when the cooldown is coming up, and then use the multi-action. But then that really kind of takes away the comfort and easiness of using multi-actions. So yeah, I don't use runes and multi-actions, no. I don't use potions or runes and multi-actions, and I encourage you not to either. Oh my god. Not a bad spawn? I don't know. Kind of bad. I think it's going to be better on Paladin. I don't know. 1.2 KK raw is not that good. Looks like, yeah, about 1.2 KK raw, maybe like 200k profit or something if I'm going to get a little bit more lucky with the drops. I don't know. Does not seem all that good to me, to be honest. At least a quick bestiary. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, sure. Looks like about 2 hours. Well, so I don't even know if it's that quick. Looks like I'll kill about 500 per hour. Not the worst, I guess. Not exactly all that good either, though. 2 hours for 25 points. It's all right. I mean, it's fine, but it wouldn't be going on like my list of recommended spots for this level range. I suppose I could have been coming up here to clear the 5 just above. Here, right? Is it 5 or 6 here? 5. Maybe not. It's not too bad, but again, it's kind of like an alternative. If Chosens were boosted, great. Also, it's grizzly tasks as well, right? Those count towards the high class lizards, I believe. It looks like okay, let me just write it down. 1.2 KK raw. I think it could be about 200k profit. Let me write it down. It's fine, but did you try Yalahar Quar already? Yep. I tried on a lower level though. I tried on 100. At this point, it's I'm gonna overkill it, probably. Really inefficient. It's a little inefficient until like level 300 or so. Once you've got your full rotations and the spawns are a little better adjusted for the sort of wave playstyle, it's fine. It is a little hard on low level though. No, Ed, you definitely don't do that rotation. Yeah, it's just Gran, Min, and Ixori. Doesn't matter the order of Min and Ixori, really. It's about the same. You definitely don't use Mass anymore. And definitely you never used an 8-second rotation on an MS, on an EK. You always want to use Gran every 6 seconds off cooldown. So you always have a 6-second rotation on an EK. Yes. What have you been doing? What keyboard and mouse do you use? My mouse is a Corsair. I don't remember what it's called. Corsair one. I don't remember what they're called. And let me just look it up. Scimitar, yeah, Scimitar, yeah, there you go. I've got, of course, a Scimitar. That's the one I use. My keyboard, shit, I bought it a few months ago. I don't know. It's like an 80%. Let me have a look. It's ePoker, I think. ePoker, something like that. Keyboard, Epo Maker. Let me see which one it is. It's this one. Epo Maker Aula F75. Where did you ask? Which chat did you ask? On YouTube. Okay, let me share that on YouTube then. There we go. That's my keyboard. Epo Maker Aula F75. All right. Well, that depends on your level, Pandy 10. You do use that on lower levels when you're sort of scaling, but by the time you're like level 200, you probably do drop the SKU. What vocation would you recommend for returning player? Druid or Paladin or EK? What about a Mage Hat T1? Sure. Sure, I don't use tiered items though for content creation because then people complain. Even if it is a Mage Hat. All right, let's go on the Paladin. Zions is asking for an RP wheel for level 400. Have a look. $400 points or level 400? 400 points. So you have level 450. Generally, Ethereal and Utito is best, so you probably want to pick that one up. And then you get to get one Ethereal perk, one Revelation perk, right? Honestly, I would probably go for 250 points in here, get the T1 empowerment, and then probably pick up the lesser gems. That's 350 points. Maybe get one distance. If you have 425 points, maybe get the mass sand mana reduction doesn't really matter. I'd probably rock something like this around 400 points, I think. Maybe like that. One distance over the gem slot. Not sure. And this would be the rotation. This would be the wheel for an Ethereal barrage build. For a holy rotation, you would probably just go like this. Get Gift of Life T1 with the Divine Barrage. And then probably just start pathing towards the Divine Barrage here as well. How many points is this? 375. Yeah, so this would be the holy path. And then you'd be pathing towards this when you get 100 points in there. But on a level 400, you're probably using Ethereal a lot more. Which server do Turks play on? No idea. Probably European. Haven't figured out how to do the training ones? Okay, so you've got your Adventure Stone, hopefully, which takes you to the Adventures Temple. And you've got a little exercise dummy right here in this corner. You can use your exercise weapons from the rewards on right here. What bow is better, Soul Bleeder or Crypt Spine? I'm going to be using Crypt Spine now with the... Although, that's actually a question. I was using the Crypt Spine because of the Holy Pierce that it has. because I was confident that we're going to be using the Holy Barrage, and that's going to be very, very good. But now that it looks like the F-roll and Utito is better, then the question is the armor penetration is probably the way to go. But is that then better than the Soul Bleeder? Let me have a look at the Soul Bleeder proficiency. Was there some crit? Distance, attack. 5% of distance fighting as damage for spells. 1 crit chance. 10% of magic for auto. 2 attack. I don't know, dude. I think they're very close. I think they're very close. I don't know which one. I do think that Crypt Spine is almost certainly better for the Holy rotation with all the Holy Peers. Almost certainly better for double Holy spell. For physical, I'm not sure. We get potentially 20% armor pen here, which is pretty good. But I'm not sure if that's better than the stuff from the Soul Bleeder. Does Bounty Talisman help in Soul Pit? Yes, I think it does. I always made sure to have a bounty available if I was doing a difficult Soul Pit solo. You said before the Holy rotation would be better. Yeah, that's what I thought. But like, I don't know. People keep doing the testing. Do you know what's a big deal, especially at high levels? The second perk of the Ethereal Barrage, the one that gives 10% crit chance, is very, very good and scales very, very nicely. And that's why actually on higher levels, the Ethereal one seems to be winning out as well. But you do need to have like level 700 for it or so. The divine rotation honestly just seems to be fairly niche for respawns where it's like just clearly better. Stuff like Crypt Warriors, you probably go to Holy rotation. Buried Cathedral, you go to Crypt rotation. The Holy rotation, obviously, because they're immune to physical. And yeah, any respawns where literally they take like no physical damage or close to, you would go for the Holy rotation. Or if like Holy is just like super, super good. But there's not that many places where Holy is super, super good because the game's always been balanced about Holy not being too good. Flamesies, yes, and Flamesies you use the Holy stuff as well. Falcons, I'm not sure about Falcons. Mega Dragons? Dragon's Holy is a tiny bit better. Okay. So yeah, there's a few respawns, but it's before the rebalance went live and people have been testing, I thought it'd be like 80% divine and 20% ethereal. Whereas now it kind of looks like it's the other way around, like it's 80% ethereal and like 20% divine. Oromont Catacombs, probably Oromont Catacombs. I could see that as well. Demons and Grims are, yeah, Grim Reapers is another monster where Holy would be very good. So yeah, I imagine Holy on Oromont Catacombs as well. Would you say High Paladin is nice to play solo, better than MS? Much more comfortable. So if that's important to you, then yes, it would be better. Have you played Knight after the rebalance? No. Berserker potions, minus 10 shielding seems to be very noticeable on healing. Shit, I forgot that the Berserker potions came with that downside. I forgot that knights have the downside of the potion. Unlucky. I still think I would use it though. I still think I would use it. And it's not 2 skill, is it? It's 4 skill. Or 5 even. What how much do potions give? Let me have a look. Oh, plus 6, is it even? Plus 5, I don't remember. What is that bow? This is Crypt Spine. This is a Crypt weapon. 5, okay. Potions give 5. I think so too. I got plus 7 here. But that's 40% from Utito. So yeah, plus 5, I suppose. 550k doing no supply summer court after the update. I don't think it would have been too far away from that before the update anyways, if you have full gear. $125 RP to solo EXP. Probably Lava Lurkers with Shatterstorm arrows if you want a PG. Would you go Ethereal Barrage 2 on top side? Yeah, but gain both Holy Barrage and Ethereal T1 is not really a priority. You likely use either the Holy Barrage or the Ethereal Barrage. So mixing both of those in a single wheel doesn't yield much benefit, no? Where do you think Sharpshooter's better? It's better in like most places. I do like 7.5 KK Raw and Crypt Warriors with Divine Barrage and Divine Defiance stance on 560 RP. Shit, I want to go there. Let me see if this is Nevia though, so God knows what we'll be able to play. Let's have a look. Crypt Warriors. Crypt Warriors taken for the next until midnight. Taken for the next 11 hours. Love you, Nevia. Love you, Nevia. What a great server, bro. All right, what else? Should I even bother checking Rashomon West? Catacombs taken. Catacombs taken until midnight for the next 11 hours. All right. Rashomon taken until 4 a.m. So for the next, 15 hours? Upper Rosh, same. Well, we've got nothing to hunt, bro. Yeah, the problem, if I ever want to play on Nevia, it feels like it can't be sort of impromptu playing. I need to plan it. And then at 10 a.m., I've got to book whatever I want to hunt. Otherwise, it's just impossible. Let me check Ixupan Occupied Sanctuary, maybe. Occupied Sanctuary is also taken until 4 a.m. for the next 15 hours. Rashomon Bones is free? Yo, I may actually take it. Rashomon Bones. Fuck it. I'll go Rashomon Bones because I do actually want to do I want to do this on this Paladin. Come on, Rashomon Bones with Shockheads. Let's go. This is why I don't play Nevia either. This is why I've transferred off of Nevia on my Monk and my Sorcerer. It's miserable, dude. Miserable here. If Occupied Sanctuary is occupied, go to Unoccupied Sanctuary. Very good. Yeah, I want the Shockhead spawn, Latiso, yeah. Hopefully, well, the thing is, Shockheads and Bones, in my opinion, should be merged. It should be one respawn, dude. And let me claim the Shockheads before someone else claims it. Jesus Christ. What time is it? All right, let's take it from 1320. Which legs do you recommend for Paladin? Yes, I recommend Sanguine Greaves, indeed. Think Winter Elves are dope. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah, Winter Elves. Ooh, Winter Court will be free in 20 minutes. Actually, very nice. There is a new command claim now that requires just end date. Well, but it's better to claim about 25 minutes into the future because then nobody else can claim the 25 minutes anyway because it's less than half an hour. But then you get to use less of your time. You know. Where do you claim it? It's a Discord claim. You can claim 15-minute hunts. Now what? Yeah. So now you got to claim only 15 minutes into the future. God damn it. Now I shouldn't be claiming 25 minutes into the future because someone will get in there and take my spot. God damn it. Yeah, it's a Discord bot, and you can check on the website what's booked, what isn't. Okay. So we've got shockheads. Let me get some diamond arrows. And will shockheads be physical? I feel like it's probably going to be physical. Yeah, Mahoina. Got potions. I don't have any trinkets. I sent them to my low-level paladin. Anyone on Nevia? Anyone on Nevia wants to do Mortal Kombat, by the way? Because I did the quest yesterday on my baby paladin on Nevia. And there was a guy who said he's going to do it with me, but then he went MIA, and I haven't heard from him. He's ignoring me, so I'd be quite happy to go somebody else. The Crips find better from Bleeder. Honestly, they're about the same. I think it's better for the holy rotation. But it turns out that it's probably the physical rotation that's best. Okay, so if we are going to physical rotations, let me just make sure. Hang on, so the wheels are really shitty. Let me rename it. That's the divine barrage wheel. Okay. Ranged etc. Don't need that one. Rename that one to Ephraim. Barrage. So what would I do here with my points? I'd probably get T1 empowerment and then T1 gift, probably. Yeah. Or I could go here. But I don't want, I'm not going to use grenade. I'd rather have gift of life to save me just in case. It would be nice to pick up this one distance. Then maybe this gem slot. No, because I need the gift. Okay. I need 14 more points for this gem. Grenade is still nice. But if I can play without it, it's a lot simpler. Yeah, I could use grenade still, but nah. I got a gem here. Got a gem. Ooh, I could have a regular gem here. I think I drop it. I think I drop it for this. Up it is missing some points. Oh yeah, you're right. It's missing 1 point. Thank you. Indeed. Right. Would you pick T1 empowerment over one dist? Yes, I would. I need to learn to use the empowerment a bit more. I've never used it. On this level Paladin, I always used to use grenade, but all right. So you got the wheel. Got the supplies. Don't got the bone fiddle, but oh well. Ooh, we have this bounty for. Let me check Summer Court as well if it's available today. It's free at 3 a.m. So only 14 hours from now. If I wake up at 3 a.m., I'll be able to do this bounty. Great server, dude. If you want, I can send you the fiddle. Nah, it's all right. 5% won't really matter. Oh, KE, what is better? Mitigation less? What the hell is KE? Shadow. I don't know what KE is. EK. EK. Okay. Yeah. I think for EK generally HP is better because it scales your overpower damage as well, which is one of your better charms. But mitigation is fine too. Okay. Oh, okay. Carpet. Where do I have carpet? Which hotkey do I'll put it on 1. Carpet. Yeah, definitely need to learn to use that a bit. All right, let's go to shocks. Oh no, there's sights! And someone's hunting bones. It wasn't claimed. $100 RP spawn. Not with sights, I imagine. Also, I think I have some. I think I've got some praise for this respawn. For ages, I've been keeping them. I've been meaning to do shockheads for a long time. Let me check. Yeah, there's shockheads. Here's silencers, and here's guzzlemores. Here we go. Excellent. Let me bump these defense praise. I don't want those. EXP, I'll do, and damage. All right. Skip my son? I don't think so. Game about the sights. Bone Fiddle, I sent it to my low-level Paladin. I don't have any of the trinkets. I sent my bag with all the trinkets to my low-level Paladin. Doesn't matter. Not that. Not that critical at this level here. Problem is, I'll very quickly run out of respawn here. I really wish they made the shockheads a bit bigger. There's totally enough room to add a couple more pulls to this respawn, and then you don't need to. Then you actually have a viable shockhead respawn, and you don't need to be going into bones to pick up a few pulls. They could totally expand it a little bit here, add a couple extra pulls there, maybe a little bit more further south into the water. It'd be great, but can't have such nice things. Yeah, and now I have to run back. No respawn. What wheel I'm using right now? Not very good. I mean, not much else that you can do here. You could go for the T2 Divine Barrage, and like someone suggested, maybe go the double barrage build. I'm not convinced that would be best, but maybe. I do prefer the big area of effect of Massan, and I'm kind of boxing still anyways. The double barrage build is good for kiting type playstyle, but I do a lot of this kind of standing at the end. I think Massan's got to be better for this. Stupid giant robots are so annoying. Yep, that's why I'm surprised it's you've got sites on Nevia actually. There's so many people who hunt here every day. They really should prevent the sites from spawning. It's strange. Guess they all just assume everybody else will be doing the mechanic to prevent them from spawning, and then nobody does it. Classic. You've been up for 3 days? Okay. Has the loot changed here? You're just unlucky. I think it's all right. Also, I think the main problem is that I'm very likely heavily over potting. Whenever I stream, I don't pay attention to pots very much. I just pot every turn or close to. Which then brings your profit down a lot because Ultimate Spirit's obviously quite expensive. Plus, we've got Sites of Surrender, which actually cause me to pot and heal a lot more than I would otherwise. If there was no sites, it would definitely be a lot more profitable. Even so, though, we've got about 1.1 kk profit per hour right now on a mid respawn while sites are active, while I'm chugging ultimates. I could probably off stream if I focused and there was no sites. Probably be like 1.5 kk profit, I imagine. It's okay. I was running shockers at 470 with mana zone. Yeah, exactly. It's totally doable. But yeah, when I stream, I prefer to just go lazy mode and ultimates, and that does affect the profit quite a lot. Six KK though, 6 KK rod shockheads. I suppose I do have a double damage prey, but yeah, 6 KK rod shockheads is a lot, especially considering the sights disrupting me. I used to have like 5 here or so, maybe even less than that. You'll do more. Rebalance is huge. For now. What's the kill rate on the shockheads? 26 in 8 minutes. So it looks like about 200 per hour, right? They'll need like 2.5 hours to hunt here. They'll hunt here for 2 hours. Not going to stay here for 2 hours now. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to subject you to 2 hours of shockheads with sights. I'll just do maybe 20 minutes or something just to get a feel for it. I haven't played much of this Paladin, actually. I think I'll need my second hunt on this Paladin since Rebalance. We did the Falcons that one time on stream a few days ago. I haven't played it since. I've been focusing on the lower level characters. What else do we have here on... Oh, we actually haven't done weeklies on here yet. Maybe some weeklies. Maybe I can see that I've got a Lost Husher. Bestiary that I'm almost done with. That might be interesting. Well, it's got lowest spike for Paladin is definitely one of the double barrage respawns with everything being so ranged and stuff, I think. Definitely gonna go double barrage for that one. I hope Paladin gets obliterated. This is so unfair. I went from picking 10 to picking 12 and way more comfortable. Yeah. Not intentional though. I'm sure it's not intentional, dude. I'm sure it's not intentional. So don't get too used to it. That's also why I don't want to play too much, because I'll get used to this level of comfort and power, and then it feels bad when it's taken away. So better just not to experience it in the first place, right? I've seen 150 RP running lower spike easy. No, I know. It's a very easy respawn. Actually, I need to add that on my list for my Paladin to test as well. But yeah, I was just saying it's definitely a double barrage respawn because there's so many ranged creatures, right? Ah! Whoop. Yeah, I don't know what level I have it on Tibia pal for lower spike. I would imagine maybe 200 or so. That is definitely I gotta test on like my baby Paladin. Yeah, I think 150 sounds about right. Should be nice and profitable. So many weekly delivery items there, right? Why did EXP Analyzer and Hunt Analyzer's raw XP not the same? Because they changed it. And I'm quite happy with the change. I really like the new Hunt Analyzer. It just shows the session value rather than the like last 15 minutes or whatever. So it doesn't need 15 minutes to ramp up anymore. It's accurate after just like 1 or 2 laps at most. Much better. And is not as prone to spikes. Like the XP Analyzer, the one that we've had for many years, it was very prone to spikes, right? And you could schedule like your video to end after a big pull and take a screenshot for the EXP per hour, and it would be increased by like 500k raw per hour just because you've just killed a big box. And it was somewhat deceptive. Never done it myself. I would never. Not so easy to do that with the new EXP Analyzer. I don't love hunting here with the sights. Come on, Nevia people. Clear the sights. You just killed them if you are so OP. I guess we're not that OP after all. Do I? Oh, I've got these. Do I have Terror Sleeps done? I do. Deathlings. Deathlings to do. Two-headed turtles. That's a respawn. Bashmu. I bet Bashmu's taken, right? This is Nevia farmer land. Let's check Bashmu. It's free. Yo. Bashmu free the whole day. What is going on? Is Bashmu physical or holy? Let me check. 95 physical, 110 holy. Juveniles 100 physical versus 120 holy. I don't know. I feel like both might be okay. Anyone tested Bashmu on a Paladin? Feels like it could be either or. Could be Ethereal, could be Divine. About 20% preference for Holy. Divine stands better in Bashmu? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Go where Lioness did boosted. Yeah, I have a feeling where Lions might not be available on Nevia today. I have a feeling it's not going to be free. Is it better using Spirit than GMP? No, not really. Also, you don't want to be using GMP anymore. You should be using superiors. If you're using mana potions now on a paladin or a monk, you should be using the superiors. Well, that was a good usage of the triple prey setup. Maybe I'll go there again when there's no sights. 200 RP. I haven't got in there yet. I haven't got in there yet on my paladin. People hunting Rashomon West on a 200 these days. I don't know. 200 paladin. I don't know, dude. Maybe Bookworld already pretty good. Or you've just unlocked it at level 200. Proposals, Valkyrie Hunters. I suggest a skill percentage as damage nerf only applies to hit target. I mean, it is very strong about the weapon proficiency. I mean, Valkyrie Huntress is not wrong there. It is very, very strong. How much raw experience you make on this spot? What on the shockheads? So apparently looked like around 6kk raw. Check out so the bash moves. So we should we go for the holy then? Let's check both, I suppose. We can do like 10 minutes each and see how it feels. We can stick it. We can stay in a divine barrage rotation. Best gems for Paladin now. Sounds like you still like the mastery stuff for the flat damage that you get from a tier 3 mastery. People say that the mass sand gems aren't very good. I'm not sure. I don't know. You gain more experience on Paladin or MS? I've barely played the Paladin. This was like I've hunted for like 30 minutes on the Paladin. And I haven't like touched flimsies or anything. Superior Spirit Potion? No, I don't think so. You've read, well, like level 100 Spirit Potion? I think it would be kind of too niche. I don't think there's any need for it. How's Cripspine? How does it feel compared to Soul? I don't think there's much in it. I'm on, besides, I've only got proficiency 3, so there's nothing for me to talk about yet. You prefer actually RP? I prefer playing RP. It's much simpler, especially when team hunting is, especially when streaming. Very simple to play it. MS is just very tricky to stream and play. That's my problem with MS. If I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be that bothered. But when I stream, it's quite difficult to play MS. There's a lot of blood here. I feel like someone like Luquinho is going to troll me and is going to be at the bash moves because he knew I was just about to book them. One of you viewers, isn't it? I know it. I know it. Is it Luquinho? Bet it's Luquinho. Where is he? Come back here. It's Falkable. No, it's not. Some guy just came in here while I just booked it. Okay. I cannot be bothered. Fuck this server, dude. I'm done with this server. I'm gonna transfer the Paladin off. I fucking hate Nevia, dude. I fucking hate this server. Like with a passion. I'm out. Oh, fucking garbage server, dude. Well, he shouldn't have come here without claiming. I just hate having to deal with people in my MMORPG, okay? I want it to be a solo game. Thank you. I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered KS him or fight with him. I don't. It's fucking Bashmu. I don't care about Bashmu, dude. It's just some garbage respawn. Why is there somebody there? Especially without a booking. Just whatever. Just let him have it. I just don't want to play on this server, bro. That's all. I'm going on the Sorcerer on Kalanta. Boost. Yeah, let's go boost. Still got the Deathlings here. Finish off the Deathlings, maybe? If there was ability to play Tibia on like solo server, I'd 100% do it. The problem is then you wouldn't have items, you wouldn't have people for quests and stuff. I think it's instances that we need, bro. We need instances. Oh, actually, I wanted to do my weeklies now on the Paladin. So I kind of rage quit. He would 100% leave. He can leave, but like he should have just booked. Like I don't like having to deal with people. The only reason I played on Nevia was the booking system was so I could just go to a respawn and have it. If I have to go to a respawn and explain to a dude about the booking system and have to make him to leave, I just don't want to play. I don't want to interact with people. Okay, that's the problem. I don't want to interact with anybody. Let me check my weeklies. I over Deepling 168, 2k each, so about 300k. Okay, 67 Lancer shells, about 300k. 79 of these, about 250k. 32 of these, about 8k each. So all of these other 4 items here are about 250 to 400k, about 1.5k for these other 4. Let me do these. And let's go to the divine For weeklies, I definitely go with beginner weeklies. I definitely go with the double barrage. Where do I buy ammo? Here. Nah, we're still maining MS. We're still maining MS and going to be focusing on MS, but MS is still my first one that I'm going to fully complete. Still want to play a little bit of Paladin here and there. I just don't know what to do about this server though. I hate that it's I have both these Paladins on Nevia and I hate it. I don't want to be on Nevia. Sunira just opened. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go to Sunira. All right, let me focus on the weeklies real quick. Minotaur. Do I even bother going Yalahar? I know what I'm going to find in Yalahar, dude. Misery. That's what I'm going to find in Yalahar. Oh, do I have any mana potions? Yes. Oh, I'm not doing Adept weeklies. They're like the worst. Adept is probably literally the worst. I could see on higher level doing Expert or Master, but Adept, nah. Okay, actually seems like there's some Minotaurs available. Back on Nevia? Oh, I hope not. Like, here's the thing. Nevia is fine if you schedule your day around playing on Nevia. If I know that I'm gonna be playing on Nevia, it's okay because I can just at 10 a.m. book exactly what I want and when I want. If you want to play more impromptu, like I want to play some MS on Calantid and I maybe want to switch for half an hour to Nevia, impossible. Impossible, dude. Don't even bother. Got nomads, crabs, centipedes. Pretty shitty weeklies here, actually. Go to the nomads. %50% EXP event. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, it's always rough. It's always rough. I mean, I transferred up 7 months ago at this point. It was rough back then as well. It's all right. Don't worry. Just hunt your bash moves. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Imagine Friday and Sunday. Yeah, I'm not even gonna log in on Nevia on the double experience event. Where's the nomads? Do I have this quest? Why is it not? Okay, I think I do. Which vocation is best for solo play right now? RP? RP, Druid, and EKs are all very comfortable. Hey, Vrajliva. Hello. What was that reminder? Oh, another Outlook reminder. Actually, kind of surprised there seems to be full respawn here too. Bizung Monkas is listed on market. No, I did not see. How much for? Is he rage quitting? Hey, Vrajliva. Hey. 57. So he is at 600k. Well, that's he's not he's not gonna get that. Is skilling still worth to do? Well, that really depends on your character and your budget and stuff. Offline training is very good for, EKs, monks, and paladins. Oh, here we go. Every time I try to play on this server, I have a very bad time. I don't know, dude. But I have so many characters here. I have this Paladin, this EK, this Paladin, and the Druid I was planning to play. So that's 4 characters that I don't really want to throw away. But that's 3,000 the Tibia coins in transfers. And I don't actually even know where I want to transfer to because I'm scared of mergers, dude. Sonira just opened. Sonira is probably safe for a little while, but yeah, man. Sell and rebind? I don't really like doing that. Hey, Gaines. Good morning. Kushner doesn't play Monk now? Nah, I'm not playing Monk. I'm not playing Monk. No, no, no. I haven't played it for a while, and I was never planning to play it after the rebalance. But yeah, interesting that Bizung is selling. If you listed it for 600k, I don't know how serious of a listing that is because he's not getting 600k, right? I mean, maybe 2 months ago someone would have considered it, but today, no. Who cares if they merge? You get free transfer there and can go wherever. Do you? What's the window on that? Isn't Nevia now like merged from 4 servers? Yeah, I think so. It was originally merged between Concorda and Relania. That was Olima. And then Olima was nerfed with some other shit and it became Nevia. Sorry if you come from the other server I just referred to as some other shit. I just forgot what it was called. I don't know. Okay, I do apologize. I'm sure that was a lovely server, whatever whatever it was. I just didn't play there. Any out of the box ideas for 700 ED for profit? Not anything that wouldn't already be on Tibia Pal Druid section. GB has entire family trees. Yeah, damn right. Damn right. Oh God, I can't even do my weeklies here because everything's so busy. 20 gazers. Go to the gazers. Sonira, how's Sonira? Anybody in chat playing on Sonira? Just opened yesterday. I don't know. Thinking about it, dude. Bravoria might be. The thing is, the Bravoria is, I'm like almost certain it is going to get merged. And like, I mean, transferring to a server that is about to be merged seems kind of silly, but. What is that you don't like about monks after the rebalance? I mean, the main thing for me is it's just boring. There's nothing changed to make them much more fun, which is understandable considering that they were the newest vocation. But if you see 4 other vocations getting fun tools and vibing and having a great time and being very strong, and then there's the monk in the corner without like almost any changes, any gameplay changes, it's a little boring, Hey, Paprika, hello. Revoria will be merged with Sonira and Kalanta. Then where am I going to play, dude? Because those are the only 3 servers I would consider right now to play. Sonira, Bravoria, and Kalanta are like the only 3 servers worth playing. If they merge those 3, then it's like GG, dude. And I don't think Kalanta will be merged. Yes, I am of the opinion that Kalanta is unlikely to be merged. I do think Sonira and Bravoria in, 6 to 12 months, pretty likely. What about Dia? I don't know much about Dia. I don't know. Sounds like another Kalanta, more or less. On Bravoria, there are 4 to 5 people who don't respect anyone in KS. Okay. So yeah, that's a little annoying. What happens to houses when servers merge? They just get deleted, and you have to try and buy it again. That's also why, on dead servers, it's not really worth to invest into houses very much because, yeah, it'll be merged and then you'll be yeeted out of your house and it'll be listed again on the new server. Where Dira and Zafira were fused into Kalanta months ago and it's been fine since then. Yep. Yeah, I think Kalanta's in a pretty healthy spot. I would be. Well, you know what? I thought Olima was in a pretty healthy spot back in the day, and then it was merged, and then it became Nevia, and now it's not in a healthy spot. So I feel like Kalanta is in a similar spot now where Olima was before the merge, and Olima was still merged. If they merge Kalanta, Bravoria, and Sanira, it's just a disaster, dude. What else do we got? Bandits and Dark Monks and Centipedes. 50 Troll Champions. I'm not doing the Troll Champions. We'll skip the Troll Champions for sure. Anything else that I have to skip? Not really. Everything else is doable. Let's go Dark Cathedral. 50 Troll Champs is easy near Kaz? Do tell, Monkatonka. Do spill the beans. I'm not familiar with a Troll Champion respawn near Kazordan. I know there's a Troll Cave like here somewhere, right? But where? Where do you have Troll Champions, dude? Near Dwarven Bridge? Kazordan Troll Den, this thing? Okay. Well, that's interesting. I will check it out. I don't think Edron or AB are good for Troll Champions. I don't like those there. It's not easy in AB Dendra. There's like 20 of them, and they're all spread out in like single monster respawn. So no, I do not consider AB to be good for Troll Champions. Yeah, it's okay. You can do it there, but it's not good. If there's this respawn in Kazordan that people just told me about, and that's actually good, then yeah, I'll check that out. So thank you for that, Monka Tonka. I'll check it out. We'll see. There's a hole with a nice 40 troll champs. Okay, that is definitely the best place then. Very cool. You think they will address the monks' problems within the next month? They maybe fix the bugs, but I don't know what they're doing because the bugs seem pretty simple to fix and they're not doing it. So I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know. Of course, everything's like killed here. All right, Sanira. So Bravoria, there's 5 people KSing. What's it like on Sanira? You know who I'm gonna ask Luxie. I know Luxie, quite friendly with Luxie, and I know he plays Sanira. I'm gonna grab him on private and ask him. I think Nevia's just it just makes me miserable, dude. It hurts me so deeply. I hate it here, dude. Where's the bandits? Here we go. All right, there's actually some bandits. Is mitigation gems best for monk right now? At a certain level, I would say so, yeah. Needs to be a high enough level, though. Sorry, dear Mo. Why do people still talk about the spell incantations? Who still sees the spell incantations? Tell me the name of the spell. Is that the Ephro Barrage that you're talking about? What's the incantation? No. What is it? Exori Dirmo. Okay. Yeah, yes, that always hits physical. That's the Ephro Barrage always hits physical, regardless of the arrow. Hard for me, Bubbles. I talk in spell names, not incantations. Like I feel like old school spells, that were in the game for like over 10 years. People talk with regards to incantations, like you'll say Exori Frigo, right? Or something like that generally. But for like the new spells, you tend to use the actual spell names. Does it train distance? No, it's going to train magic level. Just like Exoricon doesn't train distance. How do you hide spells but not your messages? Yeah, it's all in the settings. You've got where is it? Interface, game window. It'll be something here. Show spells, so show spells of others. Stuff in here. You can set it up to how you like it. Happy for me, yes. For me, there is. I think I'm gonna. I have those 4 characters here. That's 750 TC each, 3K TC, and I'm gone. I never have to see a Nevian face ever again. Price worth paying, I think. No offense, Nevians. Love you. It's such hate. I know. It's ever since the bounties really ruined Nevia for me. The bounties and the weeklies have I wouldn't even mind Nevia right now with the booking system for like mid game spots, but doing the beginner weeklies on Nevia is just so terrible. The weeklies and the bounties have really pushed me over the edge when it comes to Nevia or any populated server for that matter. Problem is that I brought them all on Nevia. Well, don't know. I don't think so. I think Nevia was always very popular. DGMS 160 plus. It's still going to be like lurkers, isn't it? I'm going through that level range now. Carlin Cult is very good. I was able on 120. I was in 1.6 raw at Carlin Cult, which is very good. Probably not like the best spot, but very good for sure still. Sorry, Naughty Fist. Well, I'm abandoning you all now. Oh, they have some even centipedes here. Okay. Almost done with the bandits. I don't know. We've somehow managed to progress it, but there's some centipedes here, right? Let me pick up a few of those. Do we have 20 centipedes here? Doubt it. Yeah, Olima was nice. I liked Olima. Olima was a good sized server, and then out of nowhere they were. I was really shocked when I saw Olima getting merged because it was on the right size. It's kind of like I feel like it's kind of similar to Kalanta or something. Can you play on an Oceanus without lag from Poland? If you invent faster than light speed, then yes. Otherwise, no. Did you see the doxing post on the Tibia forum today? I have not. I have not seen doxing stuff. I saw some people talking about some doxing stuff in my Discord, but I didn't really pay too much attention. So what's going on with the doxing stuff? What's the rant about Nevia? I was just me always not enjoying playing with so many people on the server. That's all. No biggie. You're thinking about the transfer between Bavaria and Kalanta? I don't know. I don't know what Tipsoft is thinking. I'm not a fan of the merge mechanics. I was gonna wait until the next merge before transferring somewhere because I am a little wary of transferring now. But if within 6 months you get a free, so can someone confirm for me that it works this way? You transfer to a server from anywhere, doesn't matter where you transfer from, and that server then gets merged with any other server within the 6 months and you get a free transfer? Or is it because I thought it's only if the server you originally transferred from gets merged with that transfer, you get a free, if that server you get a free transfer. So if I transferred from Nevia to Kalanta and then Nevia and Kalanta got merged, I'd get a free transfer. But is it unrelated to the origin of the server? So if I transfer from Nevia to Kalanta, but Kalanta gets merged with Bravoria, do I still get a free transfer in the next 6 months? If it's the server you arrived on gets merged. Okay, so it's unrelated to the server of origin. Oh, let me scroll up and ask about see what this dominant. Oh, it's Premier Dominando. Okay. Is experience the biggest incentive for weekly tasks? Experience from the deliveries, not from the kills. The kills aren't really worth it. It's too slow. Spellboy. You mean Breadwood, Swawatsky, Breadwood. Yeah, Breadwood doesn't play anymore. Leader of Premier Dominando tried to force someone to pay transfer fee for about 340 TC and threatened him with hunt. And who went on Reddit and posted about it. I saw it. I saw the post. In my opinion, there's a lot of wrong with Tipsoft. A lot wrong with Tipsoft. But the fact that they allow these Dominando scumbags charging you for daring to play on their server and Tipsoft just ignores it. Fucking outrageous. It's so unacceptable, bro. Like I don't know how you can run a company, run a game, and see people act like literal fucking mafia garbage gangsters wannabe bullshit people and let it go and be like, we don't care, it's the sandbox game. Unacceptable. How could they fix it? Bro, they've got logs of that chat. If I was a Tibia developer and I went on Reddit, I saw that post, I would look into the logs of the game, and if I saw that guy send those messages and confirm it was legit, I would delete his fucking account off the face of the planet, bro. That's how they can fix it. No problem. It's so unacceptable that it's been going on for so long in this server, bro. It's just, oh my god. Anyway, whatever. Like, clearly Tipsoft doesn't care. I think it's the worst thing that they do out of all the problems that they have as a company. That the ignoring of their, and you know, the Dominandos in Europe aren't even the worst from what I hear. I hear the ones on in Brazilian servers are even worse. Like, I don't know how a game developer can look at that and be like, yeah, it's all right, not our problem. Nah, bro, no. Unacceptable, dude. So I'm gonna check out this troll champion stuff. Troll champion stuff. Let's check here. So this troll cave. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Let's see. Troll champions. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. How would it fix KS problem? Not really many ways of fixing the KS problem. KS in a sandbox system, it is what it is. Payments, actual Tibia coin payments for the privilege of playing on a server should be so hardcore policed and punished. Unacceptable. KS is KS, yes. If you transfer someone, they KS you to get you off the server. I don't know, whatever. I can live with that. But expecting payments? Fuck no, dude. Fuck no. Where's the entrance to this cave, dude? Is this a hole here? Oh, here we go. All right. Beware of slimes. Let's see. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay. Nah, it's bullshit, Ekin. It's bullshit. If Dominando want TC and payment tips off makes money from that, of course they won't do anything. It's bullshit, okay? That's bullshit reason. Oh, there's a bit of money in it for them, so of course they wouldn't do anything. Bullshit, bro. Like, that's a fucking weak reasoning, okay? Just because they make a little bit of money from it, they turn a blind eye. It's bullshit. That doesn't make it any better in my eyes. That, if anything, that maybe makes it fucking worse. All right, so let's have a look. 2 troll champions here. Okay. I just know that if I was running a game and I had a shred of dignity and respect for my player base, and I saw that fucking post on Reddit, Dominando dude being like, Amy, or you're hunted, I would be nuking the shit out of that guy. He'd be gone. He'd be gone. I would be like IP banning his ass and like adding him to like a perma banned list, dude. Oh my god, I don't know how they can live with themselves seeing shit like that. It's just not acceptable, dude. Right, it does look like there is quite a lot of troll champions. Any free troll champions so far? I believe we've cleared this level. Looks like there's a staircase here that didn't go up, and that just takes you to the level above. Okay, so 23 troll champions so far. I think the 40 was a bit exaggerated. Let's see if there's more than those somewhere else. Oh, this is a nice cave. Some bugs, some bats. Lovely shit. I can imagine this would have been good, 25 years ago, but... Could you please explain the automated stance switching for Monk? No. You're gonna have to join my Discord and ask someone there. I don't know. You've got you add the spenders to the multi-action buttons in some way, but how, I don't know. I wasn't following it enough. All right. Looks like there's 25 troll champions in here to me. So 40 was a little exaggerated. Yeah, I think there's maybe 25 troll champions, which is still, I think this is still the best one. Compared to Adrian and AB, I think I like this one the most still. But still not that great. AB is very awkward for troll champions because they spawn in like... The layout of AB is just god-awful. You've got all these like random legs, and you've got like one troll champion in each leg. There's like tons of running around. They're not very dense in AB, unfortunately. That Minnow Mage was my nemesis. Yes, I can imagine. Came in to see some peak row experience, and I see trolls. Hey, wait for the inevitable nerfs. This will be your peak spot. Why am I doing this now? I'm doing it for, well, the 2 reasons. One, to get the soul seals, which which are good for gaining each solo soul pit. And second of all, for the wheel points. It's a pretty simple way of gaining more wheel points. Doesn't take very long. Although I'll probably get like 20 points and I'm not going to bother because at that point it starts taking too long. I think I got like 14 points. Yeah, I think it's really slows down, especially when you do beginners. If you once you I think 20 points is around like my limit where I'm going to get it, and then I'm not even going to bother with the beginners. Then you can do the easy deliveries for like experience. You get what 4-5% of your level per delivery, and if you get deliveries that literally cost like under 100k, then sure, by all means do them. Why not? But becomes less relevant because the beginners don't really give that many points for the wheel anymore. Hopefully there'll be no dominando on persist online, but I can see the world. I can see unfortunately guilds forming on the persist online servers and also having that kind of setup, but it's not going to be as effective there, thankfully. I think. Use WASD to move. I do indeed. Yes, I do indeed. So you don't do deliveries unless it's 100k. I do now because I'm still going for like 16 out of 18 each week. But once I stop caring about progressing the weeklies that much, once I've got about 20 points from the system, then I'm only going to do like the really cheap ones, I think. No, soloing soul seals are fine. Soul seals are good. That is the solo soul pit stuff. It's good. It's you leave it until like higher level though. You leave it to like higher level and you do easy hard monsters that are otherwise quite expensive. If you're like an EK, you can do like solo soul seals on like Summer Chord, for example, so you don't need to actually do the soul cores. Only worth until you get 20 promotion points. It just the scaling of it just really goes through the roof eventually, and you're just much better off EXPing and gain the wheel points through experience and levels, right? At a certain point. Solo Norks, yeah, Norks, for example, are pretty good ones to do, yeah, because they're quite expensive. Hello. Hello, Hubertus. All right, so yeah, this was an interesting place for troll champions. Spawn rate does seem pretty bad, but it's certainly an alternative I was not familiar with. So there we go. Thank you, Monka Tonka. When you said there's about 40, slight exaggeration there, I'm afraid, but it is pretty good. I do prefer this still to AB and Edron because you can kind of AFK it quite easily. Whereas Edron and AB, you do have to be running around a much bigger respawn. This is much more dense, so you can kind of kill 20, then go AFK, kill 20, go AFK pretty easy. On AB and Edron, you really just need to be running around a bunch of different small spawn points. All right, where else we got? Centipedes, nomads, minotaurs, crabs. Go back to Yalahar to do the minotaurs a bit, and then we'll do the nomads there as well. And then we've got Treasure Island and Port Hope Surface, whatever. Where is Baby Paladin? So we have this Baby Paladin on Kalanta. That this one's finished now. He's done. Because he was supposed to used to record all the places below level 90. And he's done his job. He's finished. He can go to the retirement home. And then we have the level 90 Baby Paladin on Nevia. And he is ready to go for all the level 90 spots. However, I'm not going to be streaming those because I'm going to out-level everything too quickly. So I'm actually going to want to record all the stuff first before I stream him. No. Adept tasks don't make... Okay, the difference between 200k and 800k EXP is like nothing, basically. I don't care about the 600k EXP. And no, adept tasks have much higher kill numbers. This one I was doing there, the troll champion, the 50 troll champions would have been 100 troll champions. Would have taken way longer. And also you get a bunch of horrible adept tasks as well. Like, you know, honey elementals, griffins, and a bunch of shit you don't want to be doing. Diabolic imps and stuff. So yeah, no. Level 83 in retirement. Nice. Yep. He works for the police, bro. He gets a nice early retirement. Oh, here's the bot. The AFK's in this spot, kills everything, then goes a bit up here. AFK's here, kills everything. God damn it. Zanira. Yes, you should roll beginners on weekly tasks. I mean, I will encourage everybody to roll beginners on weekly tasks forever on basically every vocation at any level. I will never roll anything other than beginners. Mint Wallen. I'll probably go to Russia at this point. Let me finish the nomads though real quick. Okay. Adepts for achievements? Yeah, I mean, okay, that's like the only reason to do adepts. If you care about achievements, yeah, sure. Do you think axe is the worst weapon now for EK because new axe is fire? New axe is energy. They changed it. Weekly task rewards are primarily wheel points and an ability to do some solo soul pits. Let me get... Isn't Darashi better for Minotaurs? Nomads... Well, it depends which respawn you're talking about. Here you have Nomads and Minotaurs very close together, close to depot. The Rash is going to be most likely taken anyway. I mean, I will be very surprised if the Rashia Minotaur Tower, you know, this is like an S tier respawn. Very, very popular, you know, great experience, great profit. So I would be shocked if on Nevia the Minotaur Tower is not taken. But, you know, maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll be surprised. Let's see. Yep, looks taken. No surprises there. No surprises there. It is one of the meta respawns for many, many level ranges. So, of course, somebody is here. I can't KS him, dude. I can't bring myself to KS him. I'm still kind of effectively KSing him, but not directly. We're almost done, though. 43 out of 60. Have you tested Spiritual Outburst Wheel after the changes? Nope. I don't feel like playing the monk. I'll play the monk in like a year and a half once it's fully fixed. Ask him to pay TC. Yes, you've started on Nevia. You have to pay 200 TCs, or you're gonna get KS, bro. All right, let's go do Lap of the Crabs. $120k profit on carnivores. Do you have imbuement, Ed? You're probably hunting very slowly. That one is like 20k profit per minute. Maybe you're out of practice and you're just very slow. Do you have AC? Yep, I do. All UK police. I'm not in the UK. I'm not in the UK. I'm in Poland these days. Ah, crabs are free though. Oh, lovely. Crabs are free. We good. We eating good. We eating good, boys. Yeah. We were talking about that, Yoko. We were literally talking about that like 10 minutes ago. I had a big old rant about Dominando. So let's not go there. Not go there again. I have nothing good to say about Dominando expecting payments for transfers. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much just in case I upset somebody so much that they'll transfer and start, following me around. Best not. So everyone knows my opinion on Dominando, but probably the less I say, the better, just so I don't get myself hunted, Be sure to put a letter on the respawn. Ah.
Siema, do you have any experience in bag hunting in Gnome Prono?
Nope.
Any stats for different hazard level?
Nope. Sorry, my Vero, nope. I've never hunted Gnome Prono. Not a solo respawn, bro. I'm sure you could. I don't know if you're on my Discord. I'm sure there's tons of people there who could help you. All right. 40 crabs done. Do we wait for respawn or do we roll back to like minotaurs again? Centipedes, minotaurs. Duo Hunter 1k? No, I don't know. I don't know the mechanics. Mr. Ivan already making a team for Kalanta. Is Ivan actually like this is something I'm not actually is Ivan actually the Dominando leader? I don't think so, right? I think he's just a Dominando member. He just plays on Premier. I don't believe he's actually the leader. I like how it works even on Bleed and Depot. Yeah, I like that. I do like the Divine Defiance stance. I think it's I think they've balanced them pretty well. Like the Ephro being the offensive one in most cases, and Divine Barrage slightly more defensive, plus more offensive for like Holy respawns. I think the balance is actually pretty good. You can kill crabs too in Port Hope. True. But yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. Like we're almost finishing everything. My God. Hello, Piscato. Good morning. Good afternoon for me. All right, let's finish the minnows. Poor guy. Shouldn't have chosen Nevia, dude. Two more. I need to KS 2 more, bro. All right, I'm done. Yeah, it's all depends on the Dominando. There is very varying degrees of Dominando. Like Nevia, right, technically has a Dominando, right? But doesn't stop it from being an extremely popular server and people wanting to play here, right? No more Sorcerer? Oh no, we're still focusing on the Sorcerer, don't worry. We're just doing some weeklies on the Paladin right now. I'll hop onto the Sorcerer in a minute. Big number better until they encounter someone else in the in the MMO. Yeah. Siema Viruna. You don't want more hunting points? No, I don't like hunting points. Don't want more hunting points. The wheel is kind of stupid to go first. You go grenade witch never use. You still, yeah, yeah. No, that's a fair criticism, right? For the divine barrage to be in the holy and the grenade wheel would make more sense. Yeah, maybe. Maybe indeed. Where's the centipedes? You know Mammon? No, I do not know Mammon. I don't think they're gonna rework the wheel, to be honest. Yeah, I see why you say it doesn't make sense, but I'd be very surprised if they reworked it. At this point, it's unlikely. Oh, where's the entrance? Yeah, where's the hole? The fuck? There's no hole here. When I try and avoid the holes, I fall into all of them when I'm actually looking for one. I can't find one. My God. Here we go. How would you spend 2k TC on a low level mage? Yeah, I'd probably buy like 100 mage with 80 magic level and then use the rest on skilling him. Centipede's done. All right, we've got the crabs left. Let's go finish those off real quick. I'll just go to Treasure Island. Map click, you will fall always. I know. I swear to God. I swear they've positioned them in like such places where you do always fall down. And all the corums. I've died to the corums from a map click before. Always falling in the wrong hole. Does Monk have the lowest mitigation? No. I think mages have the lowest mitigation. Then I think Paladin. I feel like Monk and Paladin are similar. Well, mages definitely have lower mitigation, no? Is it worth to do the bounty tasks? Depends what you are looking for. It's not going to be better for experience than just grinding experience spots, but it does provide a lot of vertical progression for your character, which can be valuable. Grip Spine over Soul Bleeder for the holy rotation, I think so. For the physical, I don't think it matters too much. I would honestly at this point I would get whichever's cheaper. Get Soul Bleeder or the Crypt Spine, whichever's cheaper on your server. I don't know what's going to happen with the prices of the Soul Bleeder after the update because you're going to have to feed the Soul Bleeder and the Sanguine Bow to upgrade the Moon, whatever it's called. I don't remember the name now. You'll have to upgrade the Moon item, right? Do you use any AI agents? I am an AI agent. I'm just a very, very advanced AI agent, bro. Which bow for 200 to 250? Destruction. Yeah, definitely destruction. Very, very good. We're done. Now let me give in the damn items so we get 16 out of 18 and I'm peacing out. Nah, I don't care about... I think I have those. Yeah, I have them. Don't care. Not checking. Let me make a quick coffee. I'll be right back. Actually, I just turned the coffee machine on. For now. Weeklies. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more. So which one's the cheapest? All right. Let me do the counting. 32 for about... That one's going to be about 260k. This one about 300. This one about 300. This one about 300 too. Okay, so the cheapest one is definitely the Coral Branch. There's only 32 of those. Oh, and there were even some cheaper ones. Okay, so this one's definitely the cheapest. And then out of the other 3, it's basically the same price, to be honest. Yeah, let me go with the Glob of Tar, I think. Is there even enough on the market? Yeah, there is. Okay. All right, 16. I'm done with this character until I transfer it, I think. Eldritch Bow. Hang on, who's recommending Eldritch Bow here? I don't think so. Eldritch Bow? I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I still go with Destruction though. Do you know if option to switch weapon proficiency will be just for new weapons or Soul Sanguine also? What it'll be for everything. It's for everything. You'll be able to switch the proficiencies, the 2 perks on every weapon in the game. You can do it on, level 8 rod. I thought you can only switch 2 perks on weapons that have 7 perks overall. I don't think so. Let's just double check. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I was re-rolling it on more. We can check like the lowest level weapon. Let me open up test server client for a minute. Somebody was also asking earlier about some new proficiency wheels. Some wheels, new proficiency for like the rods and wands. Apparently they changed some. No. I hope monsters will give more dust. Monsters won't. You'll have the echo raids, which you'll trigger about once or twice per hour and spawn like 3 or 4 extra influence creatures. So much more dust, bro. So much more dust. No worries. 315 EK, 275 profit. Someone earlier was recommending Wrath of the Emperor 8. Apparently very, very nice for profit these days, but I don't know. Okay, it's going to Paladin. And let's check, I don't know, some random item. I don't know, Rift Bow proficiency. Do I own a Rift Bow? Do I have some, what do I have? I have a Bow of Cataclysm. I'm sure you can do everything though. Proficiency. So let's do the Cataclysm Bow. So this one has 5 proficiencies, right? And I've got Mastery. And let's modify it. Let's modify that perk, whatever. I wasn't even looking. And then let's modify another one. Bam. See, no problem. See? Doesn't need to be a 7 perk item. You can do it on everything. You could do it on a regular crossbow, dude. You could modify 2 of these perks. Where's the regular bow? Here you go. You could. Oh no, that's a refined bow. Where's a regular bow? Gonna be at the top. Here. You could modify this bad boy. You need to have Golden Mastery, yes, but it's very quick to get Golden Mastery on like those low-level weapons, yeah. Actually needs to be 5 perk for second modify? Really? Okay. So let's check the regular bow then. Okay, maybe it needs to be 5 perks then. I did not know that. I'm going to double check that for you right now. Where do I buy a regular bow? Here? Here, guys. Take a regular bow. Where did it go? Where did it land in? Yeah. There we go. I assume I have maximum proficiency now. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. So we have something. Let's modify this one. Okay. And now can we modify another one? Fucking chat, bro. Yes, you could. Chat. Chat. Never trust chat. God damn it. Again. God damn it, chat. It works even on this. You can even mix two perks on literally level 0 bow. So you're good. You can get nice critical hit chance for divine grenade on your basic bow. Call out that guy by name. Daniel Patek 2539. What have you done, bro? Why are you lying, bro? Why are you lying? Okay. Proficiencies. Proficiencies are on the new rods. I don't know who was asking earlier. Somebody was asking earlier. What are they called? What are those new weapons called? Moon some shit. Moon. Someone was asking about the about the new perks, but I don't know what the perks were before, so I'm kind of. Is it now SD? 2.5% crit chance for sudden death rune. That good for bossing? Do you still use SD runes? Because this was UH. Was that UH? Do you still use SD runes? I feel like you probably don't. Here is the scepter. So this will be the rod, right? And this was the UH. For bosses. Which one was this? This one. I don't know what they changed. They changed something. Should we look for an echo? I haven't actually seen any echoes yet. Where's the good place to look for an echo? Because is there one per area, or is that no longer? Oh, that is still a thing, right? But they probably cleared now. No, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Never mind. We'll discover echoes on the once the update is live. Anything else to check on the test server? There's nothing for me to check, right? Not on this level. Yeah, okay. I'll experience it and looks like the Spotify widget was dead again. Unacceptable. Okay, so we confirmed that the proficiency perks can be re-rolled. 2 of them on any weapon. I think every weapon has at least 3 perks, right? If you're a level 300 EK that had average skills but also lacking some gear in general, would you prioritize using gold to upgrade gear or skills? I would prioritize geared. Yeah, I'd go for gear. All right. Let's bounce. There's nothing for me to do on the test server. I'm really not particularly hyped about the summer update. Fabulous legs are pretty goated. I forgot about my coffee.
Hello.
Hello. All right, are we? I think we're done with the Paladin now, right? We've got the weeklies done. We've had enough of Nevia. They ugly. Beauty is subjective. Do you know who the fabulous legs always make me think of? I don't know if we have many One Piece enjoyers in the chat. They always make me think of Doflamingo from One Piece. It feels like something he would wear totally. They are very good. Very good. Very good legs. Very good legs. Philippines, stop it. Stop it. All right, what were we doing? We're gonna do some deathlings for a bit. I'm probably gonna finish soon. I'm quite hungry. Do some deathlings. I'll probably finish, have some lunch. Maybe do some YouTube guide recording. Use the same gear in every spawn? Yes. I don't like playing equipment Jenga. Tipsoft needs to prepare equipment loadouts. Any day now. Rangeman introduced Big Mom. I love Big Mom. I think she's a great character. Much more fun than Kaido for me. Oh, yeah, I read the manga. Yeah, I don't actually watch the anime. Yeah, I read the manga. What you having for lunch? Probably probably some bread with scrambled eggs. Like my go-to. Eat that shit every day. All right, we've got the right stance, got the right rotation. Okay, should be good. As a returning player from so long ago, it's not fair to call me returning. Just a new player. My EK is 72 axe at the moment. Okay. Okay, Bobby, if you are the type of player who is set on having your own character from scratch, yes, scaling a bit on the double event is a good way forward. But, you know, everybody will advise you to just buy a character from the bazaar with like 100, 110 skill, low level. It's going to cost you like 10% of skilling that yourself. So, unless you really love your 72 axe low level EK, much better to just buy a pre-skilled low level character. All right. That UE didn't happen. First UE is a freebie. You can mess the first one up. Deathlink's forkable? I don't believe so. I don't believe ice works on them. Kind of like Quara's, no? Earth does, yeah. Of course, Earth, yeah. You can go Earth plus Stone Shower. I don't know if that makes it forkable or not. To me, forkable means double fork. Hard but attractive. That's me. Hard and attractive. uh... I'm leaving those two monsters after that wave into the wall. Yeah, MS too hard, bro. MS too hard. Waves going into walls. UE's not getting converted. I think it's bugged, bro. I think there's some bugs going on right here. I think Tip needs to look at it one more time, to be honest. Yeah, see, again, random wave just shooting off into the distance. I don't know. Doesn't seem right, dude. Waves that cursor, please. Please. Then your whole rotation could just be at cursor and you would never have to worry. Please. Tips off, please. Nope. Rapando. Oh. All right, focus. What are we up to? Nothing much. Nothing much. We've done a bunch of Paladin weeklies. Some raging about Dominandos, some raging about Nevia. Now I'm just doing a little bit of my sorcerer, doing some finishing my bestiary here, to be honest. I'm almost done with it, so pro MS player. I blame the stream. It's chat's fault, dude. Chat distracting me. No, none of this happens on my YouTube videos. I gotta blame chat. I'm sorry. How long will the 225% EXP rate last? That depends on when your server finished Bewitched, does it? I think it's no, actually, I think everybody finishes at the same time, right? If you succeed, so I think it lasts through Monday, through Friday, definitely. So you should have Bewitched overlapping with Double on Friday. Does it overlap on Saturday as well? Chat, don't lie to me again. Don't lie to me again, chat. Sunday SS is the end, so it also lasts through Saturday then. Okay. 2 days of Bewitched and Double. 450%. 450% EXP rate. $510% with Prey. Yeah, crazy. Imagine getting a good boosted monster on top. I believe well, it depends what's good for you, but I don't think good hard monsters can roll on Double. I think there's a restricted list. Tipsoft once said that hard monsters can't roll on Double. It's not exactly 100% true because there are monsters that can, like Secret Serpents, for example, but you're not going to get like a boosted Asura or Deathling or Grime Leech or shit like that on a Double. Ring in 30 seconds. Almost saved it. Never mind. 6k wasted, bro. Or is it 8? It's 8 for the ring, isn't it? Can't afford the transfer now. For real? Yep. Assuming that you're asking about the double monsters. Yes, for real. Pretty sure I've seen a White Lioness boosted on double XP weekend. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Were Lioness. That'd be maybe it's possible. It's about the difficulty of the monster. They have like some internal metric where they classify a monster's strength, and there are like a few hard monsters that are like weak that will be rollable on double experience. But you're definitely not going to be getting any like library monsters or Rashomon monsters or yeah, basically that kind of difficulty. I know Secret Serpents is like on the easier end, and that one can definitely roll. Were Lioness is arguably on the weaker end of hard monsters, so maybe. Blue Spectres on double EXP weekend for sure. I'm be very surprised. I mean, that is definitely falls under the difficulty which Tipsoft said would not be, or maybe it was before they implemented a limit on what can roll on double experience. Maybe. And well, maybe they added the system more recently then. I don't like the energy rotation. Oh, because you have to have two hotkeys. I need to just use two hotkeys. I'm trying to use this, get used to using a single multi-action button and tracking my cooldown reductions on the beam, but I keep getting myself messed up. That's why the waves keep going to the side, because I'm constantly trying a different. I'm trying to use a multi-action. I don't think it really works that well with the energy rotation. Two buttons. I know we're spoiled, aren't we? I know. It's kind of funny. Like on the Monk, not that long ago, I was having like a 5-6 button rotation, and it was no problem, right? You just alternate between all of them. But now it's like 2 buttons. No way. Can't have that. Hey, Antaria. I'm probably going to be finishing soon. Kind of reaching the end of the stream. Two buttons and a multi-action. No. Too demanding, bro. Play RP and just spam one button for eternity. It's lovely. It's lovely. I've just been playing a bit of RP. Love it. Love it. Same on the druid if you go to the right spot. EK2? Yeah, I guess EK's multi-action is pretty easy too. It's more spells, but I guess it is just a simple multi-action too. How are you and Taria? What are your thoughts on the Monk? I haven't seen much from you on the Monk. Obviously, the Monk channel on my Discord is like just permanent despair now. It's like they're all on suicide watch. I haven't seen as much from you. What are your thoughts? How are you finding everything? Let me check the CM post tracker. Any changes? Not much. And Taria's still wiping the tears, not responding. Yeah. I don't chat as much lately because typing is annoying with one hand. Oh, right. You had your wrist operation, of course. Understandable. That's preventing you from complaining. Still playing and enjoying the Monk. Okay, good for you. You must be the only one. Honestly, that channel is in such despair. I don't like reading it so much. What else we got? Yeah, that'll solve it, Sorvatsky, for sure. That's all you need to do. I think I don't need this other house. Do I want all both these houses on Clan? How much does it cost? 80k rent, 50k rent even. I guess I can leave it and have two houses next to each other. Stick a bed in there so I can have more people offline training. Nah, yeah, it's Calanta. Thanks so much for your videos. I'm Brazilian player. Helps me out. No problem, mummies. No worries. Thinking about Monk Power compared to all of the vocations, it's garbage. Yeah. I mean, everything will be nerfed. Presumably, I would expect initial adjustments next Tuesday, 7th of July. I'm anticipating a nerf on the 7th of July. I love you in your streams, but damn, do I hate your music. Wish I could mute the music. You can watch on YouTube, Judge. On Judge. On YouTube, I don't send the music track because it's copyrighted. So you can watch on YouTube and there'll be no music. Although saying that, I am looking for a new playlist. I've had this one for a while, so let me see if I can find a new playlist. Is there class discords for Tibia vocations where I can learn more things about my vocation? No, there isn't class discords, but there is a Kuznia discord which has channels for each specific vocation, so you can pop in there and ask questions about your vocation. You should have a link to my discord in some description of the YouTube video. Alternatively, you can just go discord.gg/Kuznia, and yeah, that's a custom invite link. And yeah, you have the channels for each vocation, and that's, in my non-biased opinion, I would say that is probably the best way to get information about a specific vocation in the game currently. I don't think there is a more curated space to talk about a particular vocation. Song request command? Nah, I don't trust chat, dude. I've seen enough from chat to allow song requests. Nah, that's not happening. Let's get some Michael Jackson going. Hey. Stop it. You don't like MJ? They'll got all that SOB mastery gem. But you're still playing the monk then. Fair enough. I'm sure they'll nerf all the other vocations, maybe fix the monk a bit. They'll be fine. Don't make me disable the farting. Some of the past nerfs should be unnerfed. Yeah. I agree. I think the very final nerf was too much. Suggest equipment for 250 ED. Bear skin. Jill legs. Still Yalahari mount? No, gnome helmet. Pair of Dreamwalkers. Shoulder plate? Is shoulder plate available? From what level is shoulder plate? Is it 230? 180 even, yeah. Give us a 10-second SOB. Let us choose between ST or SOB. Yeah. And just have the, instead of having cooldown reduction in the wheel, just have the extra damage on SOB through the wheel. Yeah. You have any plans on updating the boss section of Tibia? I think I could use a brush up. It could use a brush up. I don't know that it's very popular. Maybe because it's not brushed up. I don't know. I have so many. The thing is, though, I am just one person, and I have so much content to make. I mean, my ultimate content is, you know, guide making, and then by extension, the hunting places of Tibia Pal. Once that is done, that's when I have more freedom and time to make other stuff. Not sure. I've got some 80s and 90s hits playlist going now. Okay, all right, cool. I think I'm still updating that list. It's just doesn't look the nicest. Jam on, jam on. I do need a new playlist though. Let me make myself a note to find a new playlist. ABBA. I think I can see ABBA. I can see ABBA in the playlist. VOJ still better for solo? I think so. I'm having a look for the playlist. This won't be the go-to playlist, don't worry. Oh. What does Revelation Mastery actually do? It gives you points towards the quadrant. To the bonus. So, oh, here. So, for example, if I had a revelation on the Gift of Life, I could get Gift of Life in this quadrant right now. If I had 200 points revelation. Hey, Tibia Vision. Just because I'm not that old doesn't mean I don't like some of these older songs. Hang on. I saw another one somewhere here. Oh, here we go. This one I'm old enough for. Britney. She is, by the way, she is like off the rails now, isn't she? Isn't Britney like off the deep end, gone off the deep end? Hang on. She's like crazy, right? Have I tried a new UK yet? No, not yet. She's always been, I don't know. I know she's never been like that. Like I've seen like some crazy like TikToks of her like doing like some dancing and lip syncing, and it's, oh my god, it is it is fucking cringe. Oh, Britney Prime or Madonna Prime? Ooh, probably Madonna. Never watched Jackass. It is, from what I hear, it is. Yeah, I like. I'm not surprised. A lot of these pop stars, you know, who make it big and have like some messed up parents, they end up a little bit. Yeah, it is sad, but you know, nothing we can do. All right. Hey, Koji, what do you think about Crypt Bio gimmick? I think it's a gimmick. Wouldn't bother. You have maybe ED around level 500? Nope. But I can just get you the wheel open. Anyway, 500 ED is just going to be T2 Ulus, no? I don't think there's much to it. Right? I mean, what are you going to do? You're just going to get a greater gem here. That's it, no? 500 points. That's it. I honestly don't think there's anything else you can do in a 500 ED solo. That's it. Get a greater gem. Yep. RP's better than EK. I don't think. For me, RP, EK, Druid are all very fun. Sorcerer is good too and fun. It's more demanding. Rasputin. Go on then. You've requested it enough. Let's go Rasputin. And then I'm going to finish. I'm hungry. With no money for greater gem gamble, just open one. Don't gamble. Just open one. You still want to go for this wheel. Just open one. It costs 6kk. Doesn't matter what you get. Just stick that in. Just for the damage bonuses. It's fine. I mean, I'm sure you can afford 6kk for one gem. Decide MS versus RP. MS is just more demanding. RP is more comfy. About similar power. A wider beam, 250 points. You just need T1 beam mastery. But it only really comes online properly once you also have the bigger energy wave. So MS really comes online once you can do this. 425 points. You've got wider beams and you've got wider energy wave. And then you've got the Death Echo cooldown. Then you're gaming. Can you list all the possible ways to increase EXP in a hunt? Sure, bud. Sure, bud. Let me just stream for the next 10 hours. Nah, bro. There's just so many ways. If you want tips on how to increase your EXP per hour, you need to record a video of your hunt, share it, and then people can tell you what you're doing wrong. All right. I'm gonna go. I need to eat something, and then I need to go pick my kids up from the preschool and stuff. I just hit 100. Confused about how the gems work. I put everything in HP. What vocation are you, Shimpanku? Let me see if you said. Do you have a video explaining the wheel by any chance? No, it's a little bit too complex to make a video on it. So if you're level 100, you can pick up basically one gem slot, or one perk. If you're EK, you want to pick up T1 Exorimin. If you're Druid, you want to pick up T1 Forks. If you're Sorcerer, you want to pick up T1 Gem. If you're Paladin, you want to pick up T1 Gem or T1 Ethereal Barrage. Doesn't really matter too much. And if you're the Monk, you want to pick up T1 Chain. You're an MS. Okay, as an MS, I would just pick up the T1 Gem with the HP here in the bottom right. In fact, for MS, the wheels that I have on Tibia Pal should be pretty good for you. Yeah, this should be fairly useful for MS for a while. Mon gains so much hate, I love it. Siema Nevas, właśnie kończę. Muszę spadać. Siema. Yeah, this is pretty helpful for like beginner wheels. Only go up to like 1k or so, but all of the basic beginner ones should be pretty accurate. Yeah. All right. Let me check. Who's on Twitch? Fiery is online. Adold is online. Is Adold on Ingol again? If he's on Ingol, we're not going to Adold. Let's check. I think he's doing weeklies. Anyway, haven't been to Fiery in a while. We can go to Fiery. Let's see what Fiery's up to. Oh, he's doing weeklies as well by the looks of it. He's like on like some skeletons or ghouls or whatever. Maybe he's doing fiend hunting or some shit. No, I don't know. All right. What do I think is the worst vocation now? Probably Monk. Is mitigation gem good for MS? No, not until like very, very high level. I think on like I don't know, over 1k, maybe you'd like the mitigation gem on the MS, but probably not until much, much later. The other day, hosted someone and they were talking about the craziest shit. They were discussing death penalty and Islam and politics all over all like 3 a.m. drunk buddies type of conversation. That kind of sounds like Adold, maybe. Maybe it was Adold. I don't know. I don't remember. Well, I hosted Tom Kickroad the other day, so that wouldn't be him. I don't know who that would have been. I feel like that would have been Adold, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I gotta go. So thanks for watching, everybody. It was a Spanish streamer. Or maybe it was Samu. I don't know. Oh no, it would have been Stout. Is it Spa? It wasn't Spa, was it? Was it Spa? Maybe it was a Spa. Okay, okay. Well, all right. Spa is a unique character. Anyway, gotta go. Let me raid out to Fiery on Twitch, and I'll just end the stream on YouTube and kick. I'll be back on Friday. I think we're not gonna have a stream tomorrow, but we should have a stream on Friday. So hopefully see you then. Great, take care. Bye bye. Have a good one, everybody. See you later.